Big tunes. DJ Sampler is about to take you back to the old school. DJ Sampler.
DJ Sampler, world greatest.
Bye bye love, bye bye happiness. Hello loneliness, think I'm gonna cry. Bye bye love, bye bye happiness. Hello loneliness, think I'm gonna cry. There goes my baby, she looks so fine. There goes my honey.
You're listening to DJ Sampler.
But when she left me, oh yeah, she broke my heart. Why did she do those things to me?
DJ Sampler.
Bye bye love, bye bye happiness. Hello my lady, think I'm gonna cry. My lady, I beg to cause if you leave me, my whole life will be in a misery.
DJ Sampler.
My whole life will be in a misery. Because your love is my love, and my love is your love. Your friend is my friend, and my friend is your friend. So the more we are together, the more we are together, the happier we shall be. Wake up, little Susie, wake up, oh yeah. Wake up, little Susie, wake up, oh yeah. My lady, say it close to me. My lady, say it close to me. Wine on the bottom, woman a wine on the top. Woman a jump up, woman a shout up, woman a nose and she hot. And the reason when she hot, she don't hear Barra Funk, you see. Oh, in the Barra Funk, we country up. Jump around, sing on the place. Get up, stand up and rock. Ninja man, give my title. Get up, stand up and rock. Turn your toes in on the place. Get up, stand up and rock. Tell them tongue and bring the agony. Get up, stand up and rock. That's why people have been like it. Get up, stand up and rock. If this music that they want to get it, right round the clock, come go. Music the white and music the black. Man in a pants and shirt and no man it's up in a frock. From them fear lyrics, them must have the rock. Choosing wheeling on the place. Get up, stand up and rock. Shabba rank in a title. Get up, stand up and rock, and we know half the idiot. Get up, stand up and rock, tell them the boom stack. Get up, stand up and rock, but tell them I'm me name Shabba. Tell them I'm me, not tell them I'm me, not tell them I'm me.
Sexy body come out, clean face. I carry this swing, me no want no ugly face. Cause it now say I think that's why me no eat them mackerel out of the tip. If me eat it, pop up me skin. Mommy love the skin, them in my like Vaseline. Sexy body nowadays I wear it. Run come give me, run come give me, run come give me some of your sexy body. Run come give me, run come give me, run come give me some of your sexy body. Woman nowadays, look how them sexy. Keep up, me follow them daily. But some man a go on like the woman them not ready. I go on like them and the woman them are the same somebody. I cock off the hand like me slash it, and a muggle and a pose in our country. God bless the day when we roll the passy. We go back and I keep them cup them badly. Some of them gone for plastic surgery. I cut off them, turn it in up. Pull up your socks to face the Almighty. Run come give me, run come give me, run come give me some of your sexy body. Run come give me, run come give me.
Old rockers, dubs, big tunes. DJ Sampler is about to take you back to the old school. DJ Sampler.
DJ Sampler, world greatest.
Bye bye love, bye bye happiness. Hello loneliness, think I'm gonna cry. Bye bye love, bye bye happiness. Hello loneliness, think I'm gonna cry. There goes my baby, she looks so fine. There goes my honey.
You're listening to DJ Sampler.
But when she left me, oh yeah, she broke my heart. Why did she do those things to me?
DJ Sampler.
Bye bye love, bye bye happiness. Hello my lady, think I'm gonna cry. My lady, I beg to cause if you leave me, my whole life will be in a misery.
DJ Sampler.
My whole life will be in a misery. Because your love is my love, and my love is your love. Your friend is my friend, and my friend is your friend. So the more we are together, the more we are together, the happier we shall be. Wake up, little Susie, wake up, oh yeah. Wake up, little Susie, wake up, oh yeah. My lady,
Welcome. All right, so yes, if you're having problems with the live, you all need to clear your cache on your Android phone or your iPhone whatsoever. You need to clear the Facebook cache in order to get you to my live. Yes, that's where it reach. Right, because Facebook is saying that the live is unavailable, so that other people would listen to me. So you see how much it takes. To really bring the live to the public again. So yes, guys, we are live. So make sure and invite, share the live and all them good stuff. Some things to talk about tonight. Some teachings to talk about. So stay tuned on the live. All right.
And the reason when she got you here, Marvin, you see, oh, in the Marvin, we country, Sharon rocks in the place, get up on rock, interman, give my chat, get up on rock, turn your toes in the place, get up on rock, tell them and bring the agony, get up on rock, that's why people love the like, get up on rock, if it's music that they want to get it, right round the clock, come down, music the white line, music the black, man in a pants and shirt and no man in chop in a frock, from them ear lyrics, they must have the rock, choose the wheel in the place, get up on rock, Sharon in a chat, get up on
All right. Hey, what's up to your brother? Obey. Big up you. That's a big up to all brothers and sisters on the inside again. So as we could see, the ascension ship is over Trinidad. So we are getting ready to depart.
My like Vaseline, sexy body nowadays I wear. Come give me some of your sexy body. Come give me some of your sexy body. Woman nowadays, look how them sexy. Keep up, me follow them daily. But some man a go on like the woman them not ready. I go like the woman them ready.
Sister Jean on the inside.
So my day, I cock off the band like Miss Lashy, and I'm a and a pose in our country. God bless the day when we hold the passy, we go back and them top them badly. Some of them down for plastic surgery. I cut off them.
Yeah, a lot of them go for plastic surgery.
Pull up your socks to face the Almighty.
After I bust the elite file, they will need plastic surgery.
Give me some of your sexy body. Welcome, give me.
So yeah, this is the life to be on. Come in, youths. Come in. Here's the reason why I'm playing these kind of music. I want the youths to accept Elohim. We understand that you don't know them. But this music we playing here, we'll bring in, and then we'll be able to teach you in the spirit about Elohim. So that's how we doing things. You know, you see that already. Play this kind of music. Just to bring in the younger youths, the older folks like in my time, who are far away from our Elohim. Come and drink from this well. Because time is running out. Come now.
Come give me some of your sexy body. Hi man, the one of the face. Really nice girl, the way you love her face. Straight nose, bright eyes, and so on. We're sexy clothes on, but I'm meant to be.
Wipe the tears from your eyes, girl. Hush down, don't cry.
You're listening to DJ Samuel.
DJ Samuel.
But you're so praying. I know you wanna give us no trying. But you're a little bit too shy. Let's give it a trying. We'll be together by and by. Wipe the tears from your eyes, girl.
Yeah man, Gregory exact. On the inside. Yes, youths, come in. Come into the ancient truth. Don't study carnival and thing. But this is the time to come. But when the time come, and the soul snatchers, come for your soul, Hello.
Something wrong, and it's a good thing that I came along.
Very soon I'm going to be teaching you all about the soul snatchers that Elohim is sending, and Elohim is sending. They are sending soul snatchers. I used to snatch those who didn't listen, or those who do not have the seal of Elohim upon their forehead. Right now, before everything starts, before the war between Magog and all these different things start. Before the World War III start, before the ascension, before the departure come, the rapture come, Elohim is sending soul snatchers. All right, so soul snatchers. You're going to be seeing them all over the world, all over Atlantis soon. Yes, you're going to see them. I'm going to bring up a video with the soul snatchers soon. So stay tuned. Yeah, man.
The heartache I know you can't forget, but your love I can resurrect. So let's give it a try. Come back again, go round the business and tell your friend. Check it out loud, no one better than you.
You're listening to DJ Sampler.
DJ Sampler.
Here, cause of the when me check it out loud, no way no better than ya. When me check it out loud, no way no better than ya. Dreadlocks, come in the light. Walk my heart, come in the light. Just in the light, now you're going down to South Africa. This one straight to President Bota. I don't know, make you know I'm free up Mandela. The black people can't take it no longer. That's why I'm a run let Jamaica. Cause them the same thing it come no guanana. When me check it out loud, no way no better than ya.
You're listening to DJ Sampler.
DJ Sampler, the world greatest.
I gave you all my loving, I gave you everything. I gave you love and affection, and even let you wear my ring. And now you see the light. You don't treat me right, baby. Now you see the light. You don't treat me right. You don't give me no shaky love. I don't want it. You don't give me no shaky love, and I don't deserve it.
DJ, you love me. I will one DJ want the lecture rubber. DJ, you look for me. DJ, you look for me. I will one DJ want the lecture rubber. To me telling DJ, then yes, it buckle up. DJ, take it to heart. I want beat me up. Say who no want lick. Yes, them want cut. Me no say them can't lick, and me no say them can't cut. But the first one fi face me, ma go get dust. DJ, you look for me. DJ, you look for me. I will one DJ want the lecture rubber. DJ, you look for me. DJ, you look for me. I will one DJ want the lecture rubber. Me this song for the youth. When the professor nuts, that's why me tell him say Lord, fi come out of the bed. But now him join the gang. I want beat me if I go and buy two tire game fi pump up. DJ, you look for me. DJ, you look for me. I will one DJ want the lecture rubber. DJ, you look for me. DJ, you look for me. I will one DJ want the lecture rubber. Like a half a look.
DJ Sampler.
You keep me grooving.
DJ Sampler, the world greatest.
Moving till I die. Lord, if you ask me where I'm going, I could not tell you why. Cause there's some guys who think I'm crazy, but they don't really know, Lord, that I'm just grooving. I'm just grooving. Yes, I say, grooving till I die. Balang. Why you tell me the truth, no matter? Tell me no lie. Tell me the truth, no matter. Tell me no lie. First time we used to wear with jacket and tie. Now you never dress if you not have on a tie. Spitting on the sky, it will fall in on your eye. Because wait up and step up, you grooving. Keep me grooving, darling, baby. Grooving till I die, Lord. And there's a river flowing downstream. Yes, I see it in my dream. But if you ask me where I'm going.
Old rockers, dubs, big tunes. DJ Sampler is about to take you back to the old school.
Goodbye.
DJ Sampler.
DJ Sampler, the world greatest.
Bye bye love, bye bye happiness. Hello loneliness, think I'm gonna cry. Bye bye love, bye bye happiness. Hello loneliness, think I'm gonna cry. There goes my baby, she looks so fine. There goes my honey.
You're listening to DJ Sampler.
But when she left me, oh yeah, she broke my heart. Why did she do those things to me?
DJ Sampler.
Bye bye love, bye bye happiness. Hello my lady, think I'm gonna cry. My lady, my lady. I beg to Cause if you leave me, my whole life will be in the middle.
DJ Sampler.
My whole life will be in the middle. Because your love is my love, and my love is your love. Your friend is my friend, and my friend is your friend. So the more we are together, the more we are together, the happier we shall be. Wake up, little Susie, wake up, oh yeah. Wake up, little Susie, wake up, oh yeah. My lady, say close to me. My lady, say close to me. Woman a wine from the bottom, woman a wine from the top. Woman a jump up, woman a shout up, woman a nose and she cut. And the reason why she cut, she don't hear. Barra funk, you see. Oh, in the barra funk, we country back. Jump and rocks in the place. Get up, stand up and rock. It's a man, give my title. Get up, stand up and rock. Turn your toes in the place. Get up, stand up and rock. Tell them tongue, bring the agony. Get up, stand up and rock. That's why people have been like it. Get up, stand up and rock. If it's music, that's they want to get it. Right round the clock, come down. Music for white and music for black. Man in a pants and shirt and no man itch up in a frock. From them gear lyrics, them must have to rock. Choosing wheel in the place. Get up, stand up and rock. Shabba rank in a title. Get up, stand up and rock. We know half the idiot. Get up, stand up and rock. Tell them me and boom stack. Get up, stand up and rock. But tell them me name Shabba. Tell them me nothing, tell them me
Sexy body, come out, beat face. I carry this swing, me no want no ugly face. Cause it now say I think that's why me no eat them mackerel out of the tip. If me eat it, pop up me skin. Mommy love the skin, them in my like Vaseline. Sexy body nowadays, I wear it. Run come give me, run come give me, run come give me some of your sexy body. Run come give me, run come give me, run come give me some of your sexy body. Woman nowadays, look how them sexy. Keep up, me follow them daily. But some man a go and let the woman them not ready. I go and let them and the woman them the same so my day. I cock off the hand like me slash it, and a muggle and a pose in our country. God bless the day when we roll the passy. We go backs and I kick them, cup them badly. Some of them down for plastic surgery. I cut off them, turn it in up. Pull up your socks to face the Almighty. Well, come give me, well, come give me, well, come give me some of your sexy body. Well, come give me, well, come give me, well, come give me some of your sexy body. Boom, hi man, the one who come face. You really nice girl, the way put up a face, straight nose, white eyes, and so on. Your sexy clothes on bad mention.
Why the teeth from your eyes, girl? Hush down, don't cry.
You're listening to DJ Sampler.
DJ Sampler.
And I need to say but you're so praying. I know you wanna give us no trying. But you're a little bit too shy. Let's give it a trying. We'll be together by and by. Believe me. Wipe the tears from your eyes, girl. Now listen. Hush down and don't cry. I know that you've done wrong, something wrong, and it's a good thing that I came along. The hard thing I know you can't forget, girl. But your love actually resurrected. So let's give it a try. Oh, back again, go round the bend, sit down, and check it out loud. No, no better than Lord. I beg to check it out loud.
You're listening to DJ Sampler.
DJ Sampler. DJ Sampler.
Here comes a banana, here comes a yum. Let me check it out loud. No way, no better than Lord. Let me check it out loud. No way, no better than Lord. Dream last, come in the light, come in the light, come in the light. Walk my heart, the light, come in the light, come in the light. Just in the light where you're going down to South Africa. This one straight to President Voter. I don't know, make you know I'm one on. Let me check it out, love. No, no better than ya. So in my day, let me check it out, love.
No shaky love, and I don't deserve it. Don't give me no shaky love, I don't want it. No shaky love.
You're listening to DJ Samuel.
DJ Samuel, the world
I gave
greatest.
you all my loving, I gave you everything. I gave you love and affection.
Alright, so what about now we alive?
Let you wear my ring. And now you see the light. You don't treat me right, baby. Now you see the light. You don't treat me right. You don't give me no shaky love. I don't want it. You don't give me no shaky love. And I don't deserve it.
DJ, you love me. I will pan DJ want the lecture rubber. DJ, you look for me. DJ, you look for me. I will pan DJ want the lecture rubber. To me telling DJ, then yes, it buckle up. DJ, take it to what? I want beat me up. So you know one.
So we waiting, yeah, for everybody to come in on the inside. We're waiting for everybody to come in. We're still waiting for everybody to come in. All come in. It's about time. Come in. Yeah, man.
Yes, them want cut. Me no say them can't look and me no say them can't cut. But the first one fi face me, ma go get dust. DJ, you look for me. DJ, you look for me. I will pan DJ want the lecture baba. DJ, you look for me. DJ, you look for me. I will pan DJ want the lecture baba. Me this one me fi the youth. When you professor nuts, that's why me tell him say Lord, we come out of the bubble. Him join the gang. I want beat me up again by two young game fi pump up. DJ, you look for me. DJ, you look for me. I will pan DJ want the lecture baba. DJ, you look for me. DJ, you look for me. I will pan DJ want the lecture.
DJ Sampler.
You keep me grooving.
DJ Samuel, the world greatest.
Grooving till I die. Lord, if you ask me where I'm going, I could not tell you why. But there's some guys who think I'm crazy, but they don't really know, Lord, that I'm just grooving.
Yeah.
I'm just grooving. Yes, I say grooving till I die. Why you telling me the truth, no matter? Tell me no lie. Tell me the truth, no matter. Tell me no lie. First time we used to wear with jacket and tie. Now you never dress if you not have on a tie. Speaking on this time, it will fall in on your eye because wait up and step up, you grooving. Keep me grooving, darling, baby. Grooving till I die, Lord. And there's a river going downstream. Yes, I see it in my dream. But if you ask me where I'm going,
All right, so right about now. All right, so as you can see there, presently before you, as you can see, the soul snatcher in the sky. This was seen over San Diego, California, just about a day or two ago. The soul snatchers was seen. There's a lot of things to happen. And only I alone could bring it out and try to make you all to understand what's going on. But as you can see there on the screen before you, that is the soul snatcher. As I was explaining before, hey, big up you, brother Ricky. What's up, Ricky? Big up you. All right. Right, so the soul snatcher was seen in San Diego. Now, there's a lot of plans, a lot of things that you all don't know. But unless if I bring it out to you all, the world will not know. That's the reason I'm doing another live, because I have a lot more to bring out now. I have a lot more to teach you all. Well, you can say I don't teach about the different spaceships or the different advanced ships that we have, Elohim have. The Chamberlain tube, the one goes down in the volcano and clear the linking tube that connects the volcanoes, so that we can have a flow of lava to come out through the cone of the volcano or the crater of the volcano. So that is the Chamberlain tube. We have the harvest ship, The harvest ship is what will pull people up into the sky. There's a scripture that speaks about how those that remain alive in those days, that they will be taken up into the air to meet Yahushua in the sky. How you expect to reach in the sky? How do you expect to reach up there? You must be taken up. Right, so that's where we have the ascension ship. That will be for the Gentiles. So the Gentiles will go in the ascension ship. The Gentiles not coming in the ark. The ark is for the 144,000. And besides the 144,000, we add the 777,000. All right, of 777,000 of souls that are already sealed for the departure plan. Right, so we have that in the bag. The 20,000 from each nation. Right, 20,000 from each nation. Every nation, there'll be 20,000 by 20,000 by 20,000. Some other countries or some other nations, there will be more than 20,000. Some other nations might be at least 30, 40,000, depending on how much souls have accepted the ancient truth. In Trinidad, I will speak for Trinidad now, and certain countries. For Trinidad, unfortunately, it's so sad that the messenger lives within your bounds, and only 20,000 Trinidadians will be ascending. Let me say that again. Only 20,000 from how much? 1.4 million people here in Trinidad will be chosen. So only 20,000 from Trinidad will be going. From Tobago, only a little 10,000 from Tobago. Grenada, at least 14,000. St. Vincent and the Grenadine, 20,000. Dominica Republic, 5,000. Haiti, only about 3,000-4,000. It's sad. Bahamas and all the other places, it's real sad what going to happen. Indonesia, about 15,000. Philippines, about 17,000. About India, about 3,000. It's sad. Russia, about 16,000. Africa, about 10,000. Now, me just talking things here are saying exactly how it is. This is how much people, this is how much from which country that will be ascending. So you all do the math. You all know how much people will be left behind, right? About over 1 billion. 1 billion, 1 point something billion people or so will be left behind. So after we take our quota of people, of the righteous ones, the Gentiles, you know, I don't need to go back and explain who are the Gentiles and stuff like that. We already passed that phase. You know, it was just a little conversation we have in here, a little walk down memory lane to memorize your mind, to refresh your mind of all the things that was spoken, right? All the things that was prophesied and the things that is about to happen now, right? So this is the reason why I'm giving everybody a walk down memory lane to tell you all how much from so-and-so country will be ascending and how much from so-and-so people will be departing or ascending and how much people will be going in the rapture. Already tell you all about the mother harvest ship that will come probably sometime in 2023. I give you all the dates already, so I don't need to give dates again. And you know when I give a date, I give a date. Right? So that date might come and nothing mightn't happen. But it doesn't mean to say it wouldn't happen. You see, everything is to test the hearts of man and women and children to make sure that they are ready to receive eternal life. We can't just take everybody from earth and pack them in heaven like sardines. We can't do that. That was never part of Elohim's plan. That they could just take everybody from earth and pack them in heaven like sardines. That ain't happening, guys. That's the reason why a lot of you all out there are sealed and some of you all are not sealed yet. Or some of you all will never be sealed because of the lifestyles and your behavior towards Elohim, the ancient truth, the divine messenger, and the list goes on. That's the reason why some of you all will never make heaven. Because you believe in your religions, your traditions. You know, you believe in your carnival, you believe in your governments, you believe in your enemies, you trust them with all your heart. But then we need to leave this earth and leave you all in the belly of the whale. Now this is not like a Jonah. You know how Jonah was in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. This is not like a Jonah story, you know. This is more like your enemies swallowing you alive. And this is exactly the point I'm trying to express to the people, to those who are listening right now. The enemy is swallowing you all alive. And the reason why the enemy cannot swallow those who are in Elohim or known that who they are, because they are sealed. Elohim has already sealed their people here in Atlantis. Yes, some of you might be asking, well, how I could be sealed? Hello, I just give you all the answer. How you could be sealed. And what you need to do to get on board. And I must say to everybody else, yes, the ascension will be happening with the ecclesia, with the Gentiles. That is on track to happen. Next thing I want to make people know is, if you do not have the gold ticket, if you do not have that gold ticket, you will not be able to board the ark. So let me say, remember I told you all, the ark is absolutely not the ascension ship. The ascension ships are wrong and triangle, right? But the ark is the ark. The ark is a boat, right? The ark is the ark. The ark is not for the Gentiles. The Gentiles will not be boarding the ark. So you see, these are different things to happen. Different people will be boarding different vehicle, right? So we have the ecclesia boarding the ascension ships, and we have the 777,000. You know, the Gentiles is those Christians who have a little belief, the belief, and you know, probably a Gentile is listening right now to this live stream, and a Gentile probably wondering, will I be able to make it? Yes. Because our plan is to see how much Christians and people from religious backgrounds will be willing to accept the ancient truth. If we try them, and we try them after a certain amount of time, and they show that they do not want the ancient truth, then we will leave them alone. We will leave them alone to make their own choices. You know what I mean? They will have to face the consequences of being left behind. Right? So those who are left behind, those who are left behind are those that are not sealed. In order to make it until the time of the rapture, because the rapture is the last event. Let me say that again. The rapture will not be coming before the ascension. The rapture is not the ascension. let me just clear this up so everybody will understand. The rapture is not the ascension. The ascension is for the sealed one. The ascension is for the wheat. All right? And the barley. That means that the barley, all right, will be going after the ascension. The rapture will take up the barley. The barley is those who left behind and have a little belief. And during that time period, being on the earth in total darkness, as I explained a couple nights ago to you, being in darkness, total darkness means there will be no sun to shine in the day. There will be no moon by night. The little glow that it has been seen in the night, even if there's no electricity, and there is no, right now, if a blackout happens, and there is no moonlight, and there's no sun, Elohim still uses their glory to shine light. For example, let me go a little deeper. If there's no moonlight in the night, and there's no electricity, Elohim is merciful. All right? And Elohim works in such mysterious ways, even the wicked being blessed, because the wicked is still in the presence of the righteous. In order for the wicked to be punished, the righteous need to be removed. And that is what I'm talking about right now. The righteous will be removed while the wicked remain left behind to suffer the consequences for all what they did against the righteous. I don't need to read out a whole book or a whole scripture to explain to you all how judgment is going to unfold for the wicked ones, for the evil ones, or for those who choose to serve idols, or those who choose idolatry. Right? I don't need to read and spell everything for you all to understand how the judgment of Elohim will unfold. It's time for people to wake up and understand this is very important. I don't need to come here and do this. But hello, I care. Because if I didn't care, I'd take my time and probably relax and watch a little couple movies or so forth. Because I didn't have time for all this. But I want to save as much souls as possible. There's the reason why I'm making this possible, to open the eyes and the ears of those who still have love for their creators in their heart, so that we could reach them, so that they could be saved. Let's talk a little bit on Trinidad's destruction. About other people message me and they said, you always talking about Trinidad and Trinidad. Why shouldn't I talk about Trinidad? There's nothing good coming from the Creator's lips concerning Trinidad. 3 years ago, listen, 3 years ago, Elohim had a lot of good things to say about Trinidad. 3 years ago, Elohim had a lot of good things to say to Trinidad. So what about now? What but now, guys? You think Elohim had good things to say about Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean? You see, the places that Elohim love. Now, Elohim don't sanction out their love and say they go love this set of people. No, the love, Elohim love is equal. Elohim love is equal. So it's not like he loved Trinidad more than Grenada, or he loved Indonesia more than Trinidad. You know, you understand what I'm saying? I don't have no racism in this. It's according to the scale, the balance of the scale. I explained that last night. It's according to the balance. Remember, Elohim had a lot of good things to say about Trinidad. But today, right now, Elohim had nothing good to say about Trinidad. All Abba do is just sit down and shake his head and just watching everybody just going along their daily lives. And most people do not care to take heed of the words. Only when an earthquake happens, everybody does be flocking to the lives, to my live stream, everybody coming around like some boom boom flies. Because why? They want to know what Elohim had to say. But as soon as earthquake pass or some calamity pass, Trinidadians and Caribbean people, that is how it is. Right? As soon as that time pass, them don't forget about the main source. They don't forget about the important, the importance of saving their souls. As soon as calamity pass, whatever it is, they're going back to their normal living ways. Because why? God is a Trini, and God is a Grenadian, and God is a St. Vincent, and God is a Dominican, and God is a Barbadian. Right? That's all the nonsense that you as a people believe in. As soon as everything gone, or they're gone back normal. Look at what's going on. Look at what's going on. As soon as carnival done, everybody going back to the normal schedule, wearing masks, being enslaved, and afraid in COVID. You see, the same people. I am so ashamed of Trinidad and Tobago. You know how ashamed Elohim is of Trinidad and Tobago? Look at the whole Caribbean islands. Look at them. Just look at them. Look at the Caribbean islands. Why Elohim wasn't doing nothing to Trinidad? Why Elohim was sparing Trinidad continually? Why? You need to ask yourself that. Why the Caribbean islands does be spared from catastrophic destruction? Why? Because his love is great for the Caribbean people. His love is great. That is why your leaders, your government, your prime ministers, and your presidents doing you all what they want. Because they know that the Most High love is great for the people of the Caribbean. Yes, the tribe of Benjamin. The tribe of Benjamin. The Caribbean islands, the whole Caribbean islands. You see, Benjamin is not just one Caribbean island, no. Benjamin is the entire Caribbean islands. And the Caribbean islands doesn't begin by Bahamas coming down the road. The Caribbean islands start way from, what you call this place? New Zealand come right back. It's the Caribbean islands. Not India. India and all them other places, Russia, America, not included in this. You see, from New Zealand come right back. Not Australia. Australia is not part of the Caribbean. New Zealand. I want to give you all a little history of New Zealand. Before Australia was Australia, before New Zealand was New Zealand, Abba separated. A separation happened where Abba separated New Zealand, or a continent that broke off from Australia, and that is what created New Zealand today. New Zealand was never in New Zealand before. All islands was joined together. Everybody was together, separated by lakes and streams. And even though the lakes might be wide, the lakes wasn't oceans. It wasn't oceans. You all need to learn your history from Elohim. You all need to come to the lives regular, so you all will not be continually left out of the ancient truth. Having not the ancient truth, the oil of salvation, is a critical point in life that you need to have. You see, if you don't have the oil of salvation in your life, then when the time comes, you will not be able to go with us. Now, this is one of the reasons why I am still here, in order to demonstrate the love of Elohim, to make sure that everyone who listens to the ancient truth, that they remain on path, that they don't turn left, that they don't turn right, that they don't turn in between, but their foot, but their feet rather, is rooted and grounded in righteousness. There's the reason why I still hold on and try to reach out to that stubborn-hearted people, that stiff-necked generation. Yes, this is the reason why I still hold on to try to reach people. Well, I know a lot of people do appreciate the sacrifices and the mercies Elohim shown through me. There's nobody on the earth that speaks like me. There's nobody in here that bring across the ancient truth in the foundation of righteousness, the way it's supposed to be taught to the public, the way it's supposed to be taught to the population. There's nobody on the earth that bring this across to you the way how I will bring it to you. Real. When fabricate nothing. Will say exactly what my creators, what your creators, our creators say to speak. When water it down. You understand? To suit my agenda. No, that you won't find that here at all. It's not sugarcoating and no water down thing here. I don't have that here at all. When I come to teach, I come to teach. When I start to cuss, I start to cuss. I start to discuss. I'm discussing. I ain't fussing. Understand? I am the real deal, guys. Whether people believe it or don't want to believe it, but by my actions and by my steady communication to you every day, every night, non-stop, then you all should understand that this is very serious. That I'm telling you all. Me ain't just coming here and fabricating all these things and making you all believe that, hey, they're going to make it, but you know you're not going to make it. I am here to bring you all the ancient truth of Elohim. I am here to bring the ancient truth to you all so that everybody will have a chance of salvation. Not through the gospel, but there's no salvation in the gospel. There's only salvation in Elohim's righteousness. So you can only find salvation in Elohim's righteousness. That's all. You can't find salvation in lies. You can't find salvation in deception. You can't find salvation in propaganda. You can't find salvation in the pastors, in the deacons, the evangelists, the politicians, the prime ministers, your presidents, the priests. You cannot find salvation in them. There's no righteousness in them. There's no love in them. Their hearts are dark. They are in a dark place, caged in their own mind, because the Illuminati have them so. You understand? So they brainwashing as much people as possible because they themselves cage in their own world. Because they cage in their own world, guys, that is the reason why they want to bring down as much people as possible with them. Understand? All right, so right about now, I just wanted you all to understand what's taking place right about now. We're trying to make everybody understand what is transpiring.
Yes, I am.
Everybody will have an idea of how everything will transpire around the earth. We want everybody to wake up and understand what is at stake. I think I was going to say something, but don't worry. All right, so I want you all to understand what I'm saying.
They got the right away to start doing ungodliness, sleep with one another, have sexual intercourse with men and men, woman and woman, and they're celebrating for that. Let me tell you what's going to happen to India. The people in India is going to die in the worst ways ever. Alright? Elohim sent the first blast, a warning for India. Don't accept that homosexual agenda. Turn to Elohim now and accept Elohim. They say, no, we don't want Elohim. We don't care about Elohim. Wherever they say, we're doing what we want. We will listen to our demigods. We will listen to Krishna. We will listen to Allah. We will listen to Buddha. We will listen to Jesus Christ. We will listen to all those evil voices sounding in your head, which is not the real voice of the creators. They are being misled down the path of destruction. Elohim is going to destroy India. India is going to be completely wiped off the face of the earth. The people in India is going to die in the most horrific way ever, as well as the people in New York, the people in Atlanta, the people in Georgia, the people in all those places. All right, all those places that where the homosexual agenda is prevalent, they're going to be wiped out, and there will be nobody to save them. You see what Obama started? Obama started pushing this homosexual law. Even Trinidad accepted that homosexual law. Well, listen, it has been plain now. The people don't want righteousness. They don't want Elohim's love. They don't want Elohim's protection. They want to continue to live in sin. They want to continue to do exactly as they want to do. Listen, as it was in the days of Noah, so it is now. I say and I declare to all of you who are listening to me right now, today is 9th of September 2018 on the Gregorian calendar. I am telling you today, beginning today, is the birth of destruction in every country, in every nation, in every tongue. And they will see, there will be earthquakes and there will be hurricanes as well. But there will be strange things happening, not only in the atmosphere, but the earth will open up. Alright, so we have a lot going to happen between the 9th to the 23rd of September. A lot is going to unfold after today. Beginning today, a matter of fact, it's going to start rapidly. When I pick it, Marengo, Philippines, one is going to hit Brazil, and when one hit Brazil, it's going to go Ecuador. After Ecuador, it's going to go Mexico. After Mexico, it's going to go Jamaica. After Jamaica, it go Grenada. After Grenada, it goes St. Lucia, St. Vincent, the Caribbean on one tectonic plate. Alright, so and the reason why the next earthquake will flatten the Caribbean islands. They have to flatten the Caribbean islands. These people don't want Elohim, and it's plain to see that they want to continue to serve the demigods. They want to continue to worship their idols. They want to continue to praise themselves, worship themselves, and walk in the path of unrighteousness all the days of their life. Well, why have news for you in this hour? The Creator has given you multiple opportunity. The Creator gives you multiple chances to repent and return in righteousness, in spirit and in truth. They have rejected the love of the Creator, and they turn to Lucifer for salvation. Although it comes to them now and they know the truth of the Creator, yet they still reject the creators. Yet they still reject the righteous truth of our eternal family. And then they now will say, oh gosh, why God doing this? Or why God doing that? But they don't know the magnitudes of heartache, right, and heartbreaking that Elohim had to endure all those centuries until we are fully awakened. Then Elohim starts to move. As Yahushua has said with his own mouth on this life, that they have already sealed those that are theirs. They are just looking forward and stretching out their hands a little more to see if there anyone who will truly accept them, so that they too could be saved. The world needs to be destroyed, brothers and sisters. The world in a terrible state, and the stench of the earth is very stink. You understand? The stench of the sins of mankind has reached to the nostrils of the Almighty. And now the Almighty Yahuwah, Imaya, and Lord Yahushua, they are ready to execute 100%, the 100 folds of their indignation. And now they are truly ready to pour the undiluted wrath on humanity. When will these people wake up? It will never happen. It is truth, and it is plain to see, brothers and sisters, all those reprobates out there who fall from Elohim's glory, who fall from Elohim's love. It's all clear to see now that they have all turned against the Most High. It's a sign that they reject the Almighty Creators. Don't matter how much time they give you mercy, don't matter how much time they say repent, you wouldn't repent. Don't matter what they do for the people in Labuk, the people in Indonesia, the people in Philippines, the people in Davao, the people in Trinidad, the people in the Caribbean, the people in America, the people all the way in Russia, all those places. No matter what Elohim has done to try to show them, hey, we are the creators, we are the one who truly love you. Let me tell you something, eh? That is why judgment, a greater judgment going to befall the earth. What Elohim was going to do, they was going to have a little mercy by doing things differently. Now note this. If I don't come live and tell you exactly what's going to happen, it will not happen. I need to come forth first and do a live to tell you exactly what will be your judgment or what will befall the earth. Because if I don't come forth and say A or B, it will never happen. It will never happen. Elohim, they wait until I come forth, and when I move to do and release the judgment or release the wrath. So I warn you, because I the trumpet of truth. I warn you and I tell you in advance what's going to happen. Months ago, in years ago, keep warning you. You turn to Elohim for 1 day. You turn to Elohim for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. And then when you reach only 6 months, and when things start to go your way, you turn against them. You turn against your creators. And then you say, no, I didn't turn against Elohim, I didn't turn against Elohim. You didn't turn against Elohim, but you turn against their messenger. And if you turn against their messenger, or if you reject the divine messenger, they will also reject you as well. That's what the kingdom is, brothers and sisters. What you were told about the function of the kingdom of the Most High, it is not what is written there in the Bible. They will never tell you, humanity, the fallen angels, the shadow government, the Enki, the Anunnaki, the Enil, they will never tell you. They will never tell you at all what is the real function of the Creator. They will never tell you how the angels function in obedience to Elohim. They will never tell you before judgment comes, there must be a process to seek out those souls who will or who willing to come into righteousness. The world have no idea what is righteousness. The world has completely lost the little love that they had for the Creator. The world completely turned against the Most High by worshiping idols, by falling into fornication, homosexuality. The world is finally done for, brothers and sisters. And there's nothing that you could say, no matter how much you repent for the world or whatever happening in the world, no matter how much you pray for this world, it will never ever get better. The people know, they know what is the commandments, they know what is YAHUWAH'S commandments, yet they do not live by Elohim's commandments at all. Oh, you see all of them who go into church every Sunday and every other day, you see them going to church. They have no idea at all what is Elohim's plan for them in sense of judgment. You see all the homosexuals that running around like minions, see all the idol worshippers, you see all the religious folks, all them worshiping one demigod, Lucifer. Whether he's a SDA, whether he's a Catholic, you're Buddhist, you're Hindu, you're New Ager, you're a Skywatcher, you're a scientist, no matter what religion you belong to, you will burn in hell. And if you think atheists, if you think that hell don't exist, or if you think that there's no hell, hey, let me give you facts here. There is a hell. Oh yeah, and the hell that you're going to endure is going to be worse than the hell that the Christians and them tell you about. That is not the hell at all. That is the imaginary, or that is the imagination of how hell is. They have no idea at all how dread the Almighty God, Elohim, truly is. Yes, I use the word God, because Elohim is greater than a God. They are greater than your mother and your father. Even though your mother and father has passed away, Elohim becomes your parents. They becomes your parents. So if your mother die or your father die, and you have no other family member alive, you have Elohim. You turn to Elohim now, because if you don't turn to Elohim, you will be just like the others, the other reprobates who run around and running their mouth. You will be just like them. So if your mother and your father forsake you, Elohim will take you up. Honor your mother and your father, that your days will prolong. Your days will be longer as long as you honor Elohim. You think if you honor your mother and your earthly father, you think your days can be prolonged by obeying only your mother and earthly father? No, it don't work so. You have an earthly mother and father, and you have a heavenly mother and father. Not because it's not in the Bible doesn't mean to say it's not real. Because not everything that is written in the Bible is the truth. You see, what the enemy did, what the Vatican did, as I explained some weeks ago, that these reprobates, Christian reprobates, not understanding the facts. If you do not walk in the alignment of the Creator, Elohim, again, if you do not walk in the alignment, you will never see heaven. So all the dreams and things you have about going to heaven, that's all going to be spoiled. Because all you're thinking about is going to heaven, Jesus coming, Jesus coming. Hey, after 2,000-3,000 years ago, where is Jesus now? Where is the Jesus who claimed to say he coming? And the Christians and them who prophesying and saying that Jesus coming in 2014. They say Jesus was coming in 2015. They say Jesus was coming in 2012. Hey, our souls, it wasn't time yet. Because most of us wasn't awakened yet to know the true creators. Hence the reason why, folks. Hence the reason why. That's why nothing never happened then. You see, the truth is, Jesus don't even exist. The whole world is corrupted in such a manner, in such a way. It's very hard to unplug from the matrix. There is a way to escape, but you can escape without accepting Elohim. It don't work like that, folks. It don't work like that. You can believe in the lies of NASA. You have that within your heart. You believe in Jesus. You believe in Mary. You believe in all those demigods, all those idols you believe in. And then now, you come in to say that you are a child of God. It's time to unplug from the matrix system. It's time to unplug from the lies that Lucifer and the other minions of Lucifer, or the fallen angels, they encourage humanity to sin against the creators. How could you? After all what the Most High has done for you, and then you're talking about you're a child of God. Stop fooling yourself. Because if you think that you're fooling us who are righteous, if you think that you are fooling us who are holy, you are fooling your own damn self. Trust me. Trust me. If you think because you're going to church every Sunday and you're wearing a tuxedo and you're wearing best shoes in your foot, if you think that that will give you access into the kingdom, or if you think the pastor to give you access into the kingdom, or if you think the prophets or the deacon or the evangelizer and all them who doing street preaching, if you think that those who doing street preaching go into the kingdom, well then you are a damn fool as well. Because all of them who preaching on the streets, they're not going to heaven. It don't work like that, folks. You can't be serving and working for the devil, know that you're working for the devil, and accept to enter the kingdom of the Yahrushalayim. Hey, it don't work like that, folks. You're doing street preaching and you think that you're working for a God. Which God are you working for? Because the Most High didn't teach religion. Now street preaching is supposed to be about reaching the lost. It's supposed to be coming against all the evil out there, but it's supposed to be in Yahushua's name, in Emmanuel's name, and in Abba, Yahuwah Almighty name. That's not happening. So whose name are you preaching, Christians? Whose name are you really street preaching? You are preaching Lucifer. The so-called good news that the Bible says the good news, sorry, that's not the good news, Christian. That's not the good news at all. The good news is the ancient truth of Elohim, is the truth to set you free from all the manipulations of the shadow government on this earth. The ancient truth will set you free, will break all chains and break it asunder. The ancient truth, brothers and sisters, will set you free immediately. So you can tell me you doing street preaching and you talking about Jesus. You doing street preaching and you in Jesus. Hey, every time you keep revoking that name, you get the Most High angry. Whether you're calling on Jesus, whether you're calling on Christ, hey, Hebrews cult, it doesn't make a difference, Hebrews cult. Because Jesus Christ, they are one entity. Lucifer and Jesus Christ is one entity. Allah and Buddha and Kali and Hanuman and all of other demigods. It's only one entity all those worship goes to. It's time to wake up, people. Don't accept the lies of the shadow government anymore. I know one day coming soon, brethren and sisters. You see this voice that I'm talking with right now? One day when you hear this voice anymore, and it will be too late for you. There will be no escape for the wicked. Hey, that is a fact. There will be no escape for those who choose to live ungodly. Those who choose to live unholy. There will be no escape. All of them in New York, all the homosexuals, them in Atlanta, they think that they're going to escape. Hey, you see the homosexuals and them coming out? You see them in India, in Philippines, in China? And you wondering why judgment coming upon these people? Open your eyes, people, quickly. Open your eyes and see quickly. Open your eyes. I tell you, open your eyes now. No, it's not about time, you know. It's about when. When will this greater half of judgment happen? When will there be a greater tectonic plate movement? Hey, there will be multiple deaths. Yahuwah trying to move, to be honest, very honest with you, how merciful the Creator really is. Yahuwah trying his utmost best to move the tectonic plate without causing deaths. Yahuwah didn't have a choice. He didn't have a choice with these people in China, in Japan. Abbadiel didn't have a choice. He had to put out the tectonic plate. You think the tectonic plate is a 1 by 1 or 2 by 2? That's why I explained to you months ago that all the Chinese country, all the country that speak Japanese or Chinese, however you want to put it, all those country on one tectonic plate. Just like how the Caribbean island on one tectonic plate. Alright? So I'm telling you, all those who want to reject what I'm saying, all those who just saying, you know what, I'm not listening to what you're saying. Now you can say what you want, and you know, I don't care what you say. You can say what you want. Yeah, your mouth to run, you know, you can run your mouth, and he can say exactly what he want, and you know, he can say what he want. It's time to wake up, people. It's time to truly wake up. Wake up. Of iniquity, woe unto you who are evil, wicked, selfish, ungodly, and everything to do with ungodliness. Woe be unto them in this hour, because as I've told you now, that a greater tectonic plate movement is going to happen. A greater tectonic plate is going to happen, and this time, they're going to be deaths. They're going to be deaths. These reprobates need to die. Alright? And again, Yahuwah is not coming and talk to 11 people or 7 people. Alright? People who are supposed to be interested to listen exactly to what Yahuwah had to say, they will come. But they refuse to come, but yet still, they will inbox me and ask me, what God tell you? What did God tell you? What did God tell you, boy? You know? Archangel Samuel, what did God tell you? What did God tell you? God tell you anything? God tell you anything? Tell me what God tell you now, but you're not listening. I'm telling you all. And this greater tectonic plate movement will affect the entire earth. Let me tell you something. It will be like a domino. It will be a domino effect, not after effect. Where they say again, what? After effect of the earthquake. What they say? It's an after effect. And when an earthquake happened, then they say it's an after effect of the earthquake that happened before. Hey! It's time to unlearn their lies. They are lying to you, humanity. They want you to die like fools. You understand? So when they say they are aftershocks, there's nothing called aftershock. There's nothing called aftershock. Anything that happens after that greater earthquake is a friggin' earthquake. Alright? Again, there is nothing called in Elohim eyes an aftershock. Your enemies are lying to you. They don't want you to know, hey, there is another earthquake. So they're telling you, that's nothing, that's just an aftershock. Hey, the next aftershock that you call an aftershock is a friggin' earthquake. And when that earthquake happens again, it will flatten the Caribbean islands. You listen very carefully. Listen very carefully to my voice in this hour. And listen attentively as well. Because soon, this voice that you so hate to obey, or you so hate to listen to, you will no longer hear this voice. This voice will no longer be crying out in the wilderness for you to accept righteousness. This voice will no longer be the echo in the valley of Sakut. This voice will no longer be the trumpet in the land of the living. This voice will no longer exist in this realm. This voice, this trumpet of truth voice, is the only voice that you're supposed to be listening to. Is the only voice that you're supposed to be obedient to. Is the only voice that you're supposed to stand for. Is the only voice that you're supposed to listen to. All other voices are not even echoes. They don't even echo. When they speak, their words fall on the ground. Brap. Brap. As soon as the words fall on the ground, brap. Let me tell you something. Elohim is truly getting fed up. They're getting fed up. Right now, this is the last straw that they have. This is the last straw. This is the last straw. They're fed up of humanity. Even those who they try to rescue, even those they try to save, they all turn against them. And they already know what will be the repercussion for being disobedient to Elohim. They have no excuse at all. They have no excuse at all. They have no excuse. No excuse at all. So no. That. So be prepared for the 23 days of gross darkness. Worse than a tsunami and an earthquake together put as one. Solar eclipse reach quarter. When it reach quarter, 1/3 of the earth will be rattled or will be shaken violently. Okay, so I want you all to listen, right? When the solar eclipse when it reach 1/3, before it cover the whole, when it reach 1/3, Abba said that he said that 1/3 of the earth will be rattled, and he mean rattled. 1/3 of the earth will be rattled by destruction, right? Well, you all know what I'm talking about. This solar eclipse that is going to happen is not a normal solar eclipse like all other solar eclipses. Also, there will be a blood moon. I must tell you all, there will be 3 blood moons before that day. So let me tell you all, there will be a blood moon in September also too, right? In September there will be a blood moon. There will also be a blood moon in the next 2-3 weeks. Also, Abba said there will be a blood moon, and that blood moon will be seen worldwide. So the whole world will have an opportunity to see this blood moon. From Israel to Trinidad to every corner of the earth, to the 4 corners of the earth. On a globe, you cannot get 4 corners on a globe, right? Right? So when he said the 4 corners, he scattered his children in the 4 corners, he meant to say, I created the earth flat, and the earth have 4 points. The east, the west, the north, the south, right? 4 points, right? Abba created the earth like that, right? So as you're seeing what is happening right now up there, see, the earth is so that's what's happening right about now, right? So the earth have 4 points, which is the east, the west, the north, the south, right? And the earth is not a globe. Just letting you all, the earth is not a globe. We do not live on a globe.
we live on a flat earth. Some people saying, how come the earth get flat? Because they program you from a young age. Just like they program us when we were in school, they program us to believe that the earth is a globe. But the earth is not a globe, the earth is flat. And the earth have flat pillars, it have 4 pillars, right? The earth have 4 pillars, keeping the earth together, unmovable. But when Yahuwah decide to move or shift these pillars, which is the 4 poles, right? The 4 poles is the 4 pillars: the east, the west, the north, the south. 4 pillars holding up this earth or keeping the earth stationary, being flat, right? I'll show you all a model of the earth, what the earth is being flat. So we've seen a lot of faces up there, and the rainbow is still there because more manifestations is about to take place. So while we're still here and we're still worshiping and we're still we're still relating, there's a lot to take place. There's a whole lot to take place, and I'm just giving you the updates, brothers and sisters. I'm just giving you the updates of I'm just giving you the updates of what to expect. So just like how this rainbow is here, well, the earth is flat. The earth has 4 pillars, which is the 4 poles, which is the east, the west, the north, the south pole. So the 4 pillars represents the 4 poles. So you all understand, right? You all understand that the 4 poles that they're talking about, the north pole, the west pole, the east pole, the north pole. Well, I say north already. The north, the east, west, north, south. 4 pillars. You see my hands? 4 pillars, 4 poles. The east, west, north, south. 4 pillars hold this earth together, stationary. When Yahuwah decide to remove the plates, so you want us to go to the books now? When Yahuwah decide to remove the plates, and when he decide to lock the plates together with the fault line, that brings about a wobble. Not only a wobble, but there must be a magnitude of earthquakes. How earthquakes are caused is because Yahuwah is the creator, and he designed the earth a specific way that when he ready, he could just choke a certain part. He could just take his staff and just choke a certain part, and that will start the earthquake. When I say choke a certain part, you know what I mean? Like if you have let me just demonstrate something to you all here with a little branch I have here. This is a branch I have here. This is the earth here. When Yahuwah decides that he want to cause an earthquake, this is what he does. This is Yahuwah. I'll just show you. This is Yahuwah's staff. This example, this is Yahuwah's staff. And Yahuwah takes his staff and just point it in a specific place. Like you say, Yahuwah take his staff and he point it in a specific place, like is the West Coast or in the Atlantic Ocean. Yahuwah take his staff and he put it in that place. It will cause an earthquake because he hit it ram, and that will cause an earthquake, right? But if Yahuwah does do it little likely, it will cause a 3.1 or 6.1. But if Yahuwah does it in a very tough way, okay, let me demonstrate it differently. Let me draw it for you to see what I'm talking about. Because these days I need to draw. It's not it right fast. I'm gonna draw it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Alright, so yesterday I was explaining to every one of you. I don't know if you could see it. I hope that you could see it. I'm sure if you could see it. Yeah. Let's see if I can do it. So I'm going to draw it now. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can see it. Tell me, let me know if you've seen it clear. We have a lot to teach today. So every single day as we draw closer, I will teach you all some more deeper things that science cannot explain, but I can explain it, right? So this is the crop circles here, which I talked about last night. I'm going to draw. Now I'm going to draw on a new page. This is Abba staff here. Abba staff. And I'm going to show you all how earthquake starts. Well, the next time I might show you all how storm starts. Abba staff or rod opposite. This is Abba staff. I join it differently, yeah? So don't laugh at my drawing. Let me see how it does. Look like this. Look like this. Right? And it have this on it. This is Abba staff here. I'll just show you all in my sketch, but in real life it's completely different. This is Abba staff here. This is the earth. This is Abba staff here. This is heaven. This is heaven. And down here is earth. We call here earth, right? So this is Abba staff. This heaven is earth. Because earth is flat. Let's show you all. Earth is flat. Heaven is flat also too, right? If he made us in his image, therefore he made the kingdom. He made the earth just like the way how it is in heaven. But he told us not to worship anything that is made. Anything that is made or anything that is carved out, he told us not to worship these things. So this is Abba staff here. Abba staff. And this is the earth. So this is I'll put here the south, east, west, sorry about that. So the west, east, west, this is the north, this will be the North Pole, and this will be the south. Watch and learn. So watch and learn here. Watch and learn what's actually taking place. There's Abba staff here. There's heaven, this is it. So we will go to the north. Right now where I am is right. So we go to the north, and the north will be on this is the west. There's the north. So the north is on this side. Alright. So the earth flat just like this book. Right? Just like how this sketches, it's flat like this. Right? The earth have a similarity, but that's not how the earth is, right? The earth flat like this. This is in order to get a east, a west, a north, a south pole, the earth must be flat. It must be like a box. The new Yahrushalayim is also like a box, right? The new Yahrushalayim is also like a box, and it have a dome over the new Yahrushalayim. Now I'll explain about that a little later on in this live, right? So here we have earth. Here we have the east, the west, the north, the south, right? Here we have these north poles. Here we have these poles going to shift. So the north pole is going to come where the west pole is, and the south pole is going to come where the east pole is. To accomplish that, this is what needs to be done. To accomplish, I think it's this book. I think it's this book here. Right. So to accomplish the shift, you see, I saw they have one stuff, right? To accomplish the shift, hold on now, Ryan, hold on now. Let me teach you the truth. Ryan, let me teach you the truth, bro. Right? This is not science. And this is not science, this is not religion, and this is certainly not bullshit. Right? Let me teach you the truth. And I will explain to you where they get the theory from. Right? Okay, so this is the earth. This is Abba rod. And in order to accomplish a shift, a pole shift, let me put pole shift. So right again. So in order to complete, to bring a pole shift to earth, yeah, this is earth. In order to bring a pole shift to earth, sorry about my effective. Abba staff, earth pole shift. yellow stone. They all correspond together. Ryan Maxine, this is for you, bro. See the plates here? See the fault lines? Trinidad have fault lines running through the north and the south. Right? Trinidad have fault lines running through the north and the south. I'm not sure about the east or the west. America have fault lines running everywhere. Fault lines running zigzag. So what?
All right, we'll end with Trinidad and Tobago. They will be the one station. All right, we'll end with Trinidad and Tobago. They will be station. All right, we'll end with Trinidad and Tobago. They will be the ones to experience. All right, we'll end with Trinidad and Tobago. They will be the ones to experience the final saturation. All right, we'll end with Trinidad and Tobago. They will be the ones to experience the final saturation. All right, we'll end with Trinidad and Tobago. They will be the ones to experience the final saturation. All right, we'll end with Trinidad and Tobago. They will be the action. All right, we'll end with Trinidad and Tobago. They will be the ones to experience the final saturation. All right, we'll end with Trinidad and Tobago. They will be the ones to experience the final saturation. All right, we'll end with Trinidad and Tobago. They will be the ones to experience the final saturation. And you know what comes with the final saturation? You know, destruction comes with the final saturation, right? All right, so I got you all this morning to tell you all that a massive earthquake is going to happen on the east coast of America. So on the east coast of America, that is where all the activity will begin. Beginning tonight, which is today, is the 15th of February. All right, we are the 15th now. So a massive earthquake is going to strike. Was going to happen in the in the east coast of America. And after the east coast of America, then it will be in the east coast of the Caribbean island. So that's how it will begin. All right, it will begin like a domino effect. So when it begins in the east, then it will begin in the west, then it will go back into the west, then it will go back into the northwest, then it will go into the east-west, then it will go into the northwest, and then it will go into the southwest, then it will go into the east-northwest. All right, that is how the pattern of the earthquakes is going to happen from now on, as we're going to enter into the domino effect. So we enter into the domino effect as of right now. So I'm doing my live late because I know people sleeping right now. So all those who are heirs to hear will hear what I'm saying right now, and make sure that you take down the notes of the things that I will be revealing today over this live. Also, we're going to be talking about the transformation. All right, what is the transformation and how is the transformation happening in your bodies and stuff like that. We will also be talking about some other things too as the live goes by. Shalom to all commanders on the live, to all soldiers in Elohim's army, and to all friends of Elohim, the ones who watching the live, who not a part of Elohim's kingdom. You are friends of Elohim. That means there's an opportunity for you. Being a friend doesn't allow you into the ark, but being a friend could allow you access to get into the ark. Right? It doesn't mean to say that you don't have to go through all the tests and trials and tribulations. You will have to go through it as well. Blessed good morning to Eugenie here. Shalom to Sister Lauren. Shalom to you, Sarah. Shalom to you, Commander Coco and Commander Jeremiah. Hi to you, Sharon Scott. Welcome, soldier. Shalom, Sangeyu. Sister Sydney and Sister, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name right now, but shalom and good morning to you, Sister Dine. Shalom, shalom to you. Yes, the beginning of the domino effect to the Caribbean islands, the east coast, the west coast, the north coast, the south coast, they are all going to experience this domino effect, which is going to take a toll on the earth, which is going to cause catastrophic consequences. Read what is in the description of the live. Shalom, Maxi Brown. Shalom to you, sister. Alright, so all the small minor earthquakes that is occurring around the earth for quite a long while right now, while sometimes you might get a major one, it might be like 5.1 or 6.1, according to the magnitude, is according to the shift of the tectonic plates that Yahuwah is aligning to bring forth the mega tsunami. So that means that the pole reversal shifting has already begun, but this is just the first phase of the pole reversal shifting. So we are in the first phase of the pole reversal shifting, and today, which is the 15th of February 20 Gregorian 19, all right, we are going to enter into the second phase of the pole reversal shifting. The pole reversal shifting has 7 phases. All right, 7 phases the pole reversal shifting has, and we are in the first phase. We are going to enter into the second phase beginning the 15th, which is today of February 2019. We're going to enter into that phase, which will lead into more and more dire catastrophic events occurring around the earth, as Abba Yahuwah is still in the process of achieving the saturation process. Trinidad and Tobago will experience the final saturation. The final saturation will occur in Trinidad in a few days from now. When that saturation is near to completion, there will be catastrophic consequences going on or occurring in Trinidad, which they will bring to a state of emergency quickly. All right, so there were also some things that I want you all to know about, which we will be talking about in a sec. Right, so we're going to read what is on the screen, what is flashing across the screen right now. When the tectonic plate is partially oversetting, so that's what was going on right now. The tectonic plates is oversetting. It means that the way how it was created, the way how it was laid, it has been lifted and pushed forward. As I told you all, it's been lifted and pushed forward, not backward. So like how they're actually saying how the poles are shifting, that's just bullshit. Alright, no, the poles ain't begin to shift yet. So I saw an article speaking about the pole shift occurring, that the North Pole already going. No, that's just bullshit. We ain't reached there yet. We ain't start where the poles start to switch. That's just bullshit, guys. The pole ain't begin to switch yet. Alright, when the poles begin to switch, I will tell you when it begin to switch. Right now the poles ain't shift yet. The pole reversal shifting, the final phase, is the final event. The pole shift will shift all the that 7th phase will bring catastrophic dire consequences. So the poles ain't begin to switch yet. They're talking shit. They're talking real shit, caca shit. So that when the pole reversal shifting begin to the 7th phase, the last phase of all the phase, that is when the pole reversal shifting will happen. That is when all the poles will switch. The pole reversal shifting is not only about the poles shifting and the pole will go to the east and the west will come to the north and the north will go to the south. No, they're talking real shit. You understand? They're stealing my prophecies. They're stealing my prophecies, and I have no idea what I'm talking about, because they just want favoritism, and they just want to be famous. They just want people to run to them for information when they are the ones who are not the righteous one. They are not righteous. They are not holy. There's nothing good. There's nothing good about there's nothing good about these people who wanna be me. So all those people who wanna be me, there's nothing good in them. nothing good in them, like Devika, Ragu, all those different people like Mark Elkin and all those other people who stealing the prophecy from Elohim, stealing the prophecy from me. So there's nothing good in them, because all what they did was steal the prophecy, change around the words in their own words, as though they know something. They don't know nothing. He don't know nothing about the polyphysal shifting. Devika knows nothing. She don't know nothing. And by the way, a psychic is not a prophet. A psychic is not a prophetess. All right, a psychic is a witch. Right? Everybody should know a psychic don't prophesy. But this psychic that they have in Trinidad, she lying to people, stating that she getting things, she receiving things via visions, when she watching over my lives, taking all the good parts from the life, leaving the devastating parts. Right? They don't know nothing about what's going on. Only I alone, as I've already decreed that I am the only one who knows what's going on around the earth. I'm the only one Yahuwah rely on to teach his way. I'm the only one that Yahuwah relies on so that I could bring forth the ancient truth of Elohim. I am the only one. Everyone who claim to know about the pole reversal shifting or the pole shift, they are frauds. Yahuwah said it multiple times, that all those who pretending to know, right, what's going on, they are frauds. So these assholes didn't see what the prophecy states. Let me read it out for you all. Let me just get from that part, and let me just read it out there. All right, so let's go. Let me see if I can just slow it down some more. I will just slow it down. So I'll slow it down. The tectonic plates is being arranged. You know what's the meaning of arranged? The tectonic plate is being arranged. It means that the tectonic plates is being arranged. It means it is arranged to create something. It's arranged to do something. Arranged means like arrangement. The way how it was before, it's no longer in the way it was before. So they don't understand the difference between the pole shift and the pole reversal shifting. They have no idea what's the difference between the both, because they are just stealing my words, stealing my prophecies, stealing the predictions, and then saying they're getting things via visions. And some of them saying that they did the research and they know about this and they know about that. But I have been telling you all the truth for quite a long while. I'm telling you that there's no way that Yahuwah reveal personal things to me. And when I release it to you, the public, there are other people who all of a sudden saying that they receive it through via visions. Never. They could never receive this thing via visions. Only if they get it from me. You understand? To be, very honest. So these people need to stop lying to the public. Alright? The tectonic plate is being partially aligned as of right now. Alright? To create this atmospheric shift in Indonesia and the Caribbean islands. So in the last few days, in the month of February, there were multiple earthquakes occurring in Dominica. All right, so there have been a lot of changes. Although people might know, but I am the only one know the reason for the small earthquakes. They're talking one sort of shit of this and this. They don't have no idea, guys. What the reason why there are small earthquakes? They don't know why. They don't know why there are small earthquakes and why certain things happening all of a sudden. And they're just speculating, guys. They're just speculating. They don't know exactly what's going on. All right. So to create the atmosphere, the atmospheric shift have a lot to do with the atmospheric river, which will be put in place, as have been put in place right now in California, to complete the saturation in certain places in California. So certain places in California need water to saturate the land in order for the fault lines to come up. In order for the fault, in order for the San Andreas fault to be active, there must be saturation in order to activate it. All right, so earthquakes not just going. A mega earthquake not just going to happen just like that. Things need to be put in place in order for certain things to happen, and people have no idea what's going on. They have no idea at all. People are speculating and just stealing the prophecies and stealing things, stealing writings and stealing wordings and stealing they're stealing all what Yahuwah told me alone in the secret place. So if Yahuwah told me A, B, and C in the secret place, how the heck somebody else will hear that it's impossible, guys. You understand? My point is that they hearing me coming live and then saying A, B, and C will happen. And then what they will do, put 2 and 2 together, and then they will say, yeah, you know, Archangel Samuel already telling the truth. And then they will steal that. Then they will steal that, and then they will say A, B, and C, and they might miss out D. And D is the main vibration for certain things to come forth. You know what I mean? So it's impossible for Yahuwah to tell me something in the secret place, all right? And then other people saying that they get it via visions. Could never be, guys. Could never, ever, ever, ever be. You understand? And just imagine to boot, that these so-called ungodly people, who is so-called people, these ungodly rats and them, right, who misleading other people to the lake of eternal fire, they have no idea what's coming for them. They have no idea what is already in the making for them. You understand? So they're misleading other people not to listen to Archangel Samuel, right? But they steal the words, and then they turn around the prophecy in their own words, right, casting a curse on all those who believe in what they say, which is not the actual truth. But they will turn it around in their words, but they will still leave behind remnants of the prophecy, so to speak, so that they could be exposed. You understand what I mean? If Yahuwah reveals something only to me, there's no way, no psychic, no witch, no warlock, no pastor, no prophet, no deacon, no evangelist, there's no way, none of them will never know about it. So if Yahuwah reveals something to me alone, he reveals it to me only, right? He don't tell A, B, and Bam Bam about the things he's going to do. You only chose a particular amount of people who he will tell certain things. There are certain things that Yahuwah will never tell people, never, but he will tell me, right? So what I'm trying to say, in other words, there's no way that Yahuwah tell me something personally and other people talking about they get it via visions, that they see it in a vision and all kind of shit, when they don't want to give me credit. They don't want to give Elohim credit nor me credit for what they steal from my life, right? They don't want to do that. It's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. But that is what the world has come to, you know. That is what the world has come to. Alright, so the minor earthquakes will continue until the process of the saturation is completed for all islands. Look at right here. The minor earthquakes will continue until the process of the saturation, is completed. Alright. So when the process of the saturation is completed for all islands, which includes everywhere on the earth, then the greater judgment will commence with fireballs. We already see fireballs beginning, because the fireballs is an indication of this prophecy fulfilling now, right? So the fireballs happening right now all over the earth. There were a fireball in Venezuela, a fireball, two fireballs fall in Trinidad, and they're covering it up and they're hiding it from the public. You know, they don't want the public to know. You understand? So what they're doing is they're trying to discredit the things that I'm teaching you, but still stealing what I'm teaching you and putting it into their own words, as though they are the ones who truly get this divine word from the creators. You understand what I mean? But I'm telling you, there's something coming for them. Honestly, there's something coming for them. So you're seeing there, judgment will commence with fireballs. We already seen fireballs happening. So again, the minor earthquakes, right? The minor earthquakes will continue, right? The minor earthquakes will continue until the process of the saturation is completed. So once the process of the saturation is completed for all islands, then the greater judgment will commence with fireballs. It's not comet. Comet do exist. The word comet is a deception from the real truth of fireballs being sent down from heaven, just like what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on to the second verse. The final saturation is on the way. All right, to complete this process, to complete the saturation phases, all right, around the earth. All right, so that must be happening. So the final saturation is on the way to complete the process of the, to complete the saturation phases. Understand? So there is a phase also. So there's a phase for the pole reversal shifting. There's a phase for the pole shift, and there's a phase for the saturation process. Right? And all the phases are 7. Right? So the saturation phases is 7. Right? The pole shift, the pole shift is 7 phases. The pole reversal shifting is 7 phases. So we get 7, 7, 7. All right. Again, to note that this is something that Yahuwah only revealed to I only alone. So I'm telling you something new. Alright, the saturation phases is 7. Alright, the pole shift phases is 7. Right, and the pole reversal shifting is 7. Alright, so therefore we will get 7 mega tsunamis going together with the 7 saturation phases, going together with the pole shift phases, and the pole reversal shifting phases are 4 sevens. So that is completion of completion right there. Make sure you take note of that. Let's move on to something else. Alright, so make sure you check out my live streams to know more in-depth truth. Alright, make sure you watch my live on the Nether Marvin Torian page, the Nether Archangel Samuel page. Make sure you watch the live there, because Facebook blocked that. Alright, do you know that Devika is the one who reporting all my posts? Devika and her minions are the ones who reporting all my posts. Yes. And when you or I and you go to report her posts, her attack against us in righteousness, there's no way Facebook not allowing us. Facebook is not allowing us to report Devika ass and all the evil things that she's saying against us. They're not allowing it because she is part of the Illuminati. So she getting away with murder. You understand? She getting away with murder, with attempted murder. You understand? She getting away with crimes above the head of humanity. She getting away with crimes that she should be locked away for. You understand what I mean? But that ain't happening. We are the ones who suffering to bring the truth out to the public, but nobody else is listening to us. They're running down the psychics, the pastors, you know, they're running down the people of the earth for their oil, rather than run to me, who the only one who have the authority to state Elohim's ancient truth and to teach you the ancient phases of things, how Yahuwah does things. So when the tectonic plates, let me see if I can just move this around there. Alright. So when the tectonic plate is partially oversetted, lifted, and when released, it generates a pull in the waves from out of the sea that is about 300 feet. I think it's about 300 feet, right? Let's see what the other part will say. In the depths of 13 feet of water. Well, it's really 300 feet of water, but I put 1300 feet of water to distract the enemy, to confuse them, so that they wouldn't understand what I'm saying, and converts it into tsunami waves. I'll show you all already what is tsunami waves, so you all know exactly already what is a tsunami wave, right? You all should know by now what is the tsunami waves and how it's generated and stuff like that. All right. And the tectonic magnetic waves pushed in forward. There's no way that nobody knows about the tectonic magnetic waves. Those are things that I already spoken. Those are things that I alone speaks. Nobody knows nothing about a tectonic magnetic waves, right? All of a sudden now you see Devi and them talking about magnetic, like if she fucking know what is a magnetic. You understand? They don't know nothing. They don't know what is a tectonic magnetic. My point is, the people running after the wrong set of people. You understand? There's no way. Those are things that Yahuwah only tell me and me only. NASA and USGS, they don't know nothing about magnetic tectonic. They don't know nothing about a magnetic earthquake. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. All they know is what is the little knowledge that Lucifer gave them about earthquakes. That's all they know. I am teaching in depth. I am teaching in depth things that nobody else on the earth knows. I am teaching you things that nobody else on the earth knows. But there's a fucking hoe like Devika who continue to steal it. When I supposed to be the one recognized to save people, the one who truly put in the sacrifices forward to reach out to people, right? Dying happening, she pulling people to her and her cult. You understand? But what I say to those people who following this influence of Satan, that when that time of judgment come, which will be in a few days from now, all of you will be bagged up together and suffer down the line. Because all it was following a witch, when I'm trying to tell you all, listen to what I'm saying. You need to make some changes in your life, and nobody ain't listening to that. Everybody just continue worshiping idols. She continue to push the agenda for the Illuminati. She continue to tell people worship Parvati, worship this God, worship that God, and people keep going with it. Now the time has come when Yahuwah will show no mercy to all those who worshiping idols. So all those who worshiping idols, Yahuwah will show no mercy.
No mercy at all Yahuwah will show. No mercy at all will be shown to those wicked, ungodly heathens of Lucifer. No mercy will not be shown to them. Cursed be all those who outside of the ark of Lucifer. They chose the deception of Azazel. They chose the deception of Kali and all the other demigods in the earth. Cursed shall be their steps from now on. Cursed shall be their steps. They will eat the very bread that the devil needs. They will eat that bread from now on. And they will know how serious it really is. They will know how serious it really is. Who hate Imaya. Woe unto all those who hate Yahushua. Woe unto all those who hate the creators of eternal life. Woe unto all those who hate the creators who created this world, who created the heavens, right, and who created the earth. Woe unto all those who hate the creators Elohim. Your judgment will be swift. Very, very swift. And there will be no dog. You understand? No dog will even be around to be a help to you. That is how sad it will be. It will be so sad that not even a dog will want to come near them, because the fear of death will be a stench around them. As long as they live in this life, of the triune eternal family, they will suffer the consequences in such a way they will never see when it's coming. It will hit them like a domino effect, and then they will know that it's Yahuwah that speaks through Archangel Samuel. Then they will know that it's Yahuwah who decrees judgment upon this earth, upon this hour. And then they will know not to mess with the righteous ones anymore, for the heathen shall tremble in their boots. Oh yeah, they shall tremble in their boots. All they're studying now is lime. All they're studying now is fat and drinking rum. All they're studying now is running down hoes. All they're studying now is the worldly lifestyle. They're not coming into alignment with Elohim at all. There will be no eternal life for these people. All those Christians and Muslims and Buddhists and New Agers, Sky Watchers, there's no place for you in heaven. There's no place for you in the New Jerusalem. There's no place for you even on earth, and you will be cut off one by one. You understand? You will go in groups from now on, and you will see how dread Yahuwah is, and then you will know how serious this time is, because people take things for granted. When Yahuwah was pouring out his heart, when Imaya was pouring out her heart, and Yahushua pouring out their heart, they laugh at them. Woe be unto all those who mock and scoff at the triune eternal family. Woe unto them. And beginning today, the 15th of February, shall judgment of the Most High, shall it commence with a boom, shall it commence from the east, shall it commence from the west, shall it commence from the north, shall it commence from the south. From today on shall judgment be upon this earth, because this world hates righteousness. They hate the creators. They hate Elohim. This world has become a place of such nasty, dirty stench. This place has become a place of wickedness, evil, and nasty vipers. This place is not a place for the righteous to be anymore. This place called earth is no place of refuge. Your refuge is the New Jerusalem. I say refuge. Your refuge is the New Jerusalem. That is where your refuge will be. So all those who don't listen, woe unto all those who pretend to love Yah. All those who just come on the live and pretend to serve Yah. They pretend to serve Yah. They pretend to talk about Imaya. They pretend to talk about Yahushua, because they're trying to find a way out. You know, they only want to escape. That's all it isn't. All it is just to get escape. But behind my back, they're talking about Jesus this and Jesus that. Well, let me tell you something. One man can't serve two masters. You can't serve Yahushua and want to serve Satan. You can't serve Yahushua and want to serve Satan. You can't serve Yahushua. You cannot say you're serving Yahushua but you're sleeping with the devil. You can't say that you is a worshiper of the triune eternal family. You can't say that you're walking in light, yet your life in line up in righteousness. So you're only walking in your own imagination. You're walking in your own flesh. You can't serve two masters. You can't serve two masters. You can't serve two masters. You can't serve
or pretend to serve Yahushua but love Jesus, who is the devil, you can't serve two masters. You have to choose one. Choose one. Choose one. And is either you love one, or either you love Yahushua, or you hate Yahushua, or you love Satan, or you love Jesus. Right? You can't serve two masters. You see pretending people, I know all who they are. I won't reveal the name now. But in a few days from now, I will tell you all those who are going to be left behind. Guaranteed 100% that they can't make heaven. They can't make it. Because although they were given many opportunities, they blow it. You understand? They were given plenty chances and they just blow it continually. Don't worry. That time coming, that day coming, right? All jokes and fun. When that day comes, we will see all those who joking and all those who funning. We will see all those who are just blowing smoke and pretending to love the triune. We will see. You understand? Because names of a lot of people have been already given to me already. So I know all those who will be left behind. And I said already a couple weeks ago, don't let your name be on my mouth. Right? Don't let your name be on my lips. Right? All serious jokes. All those who joking. Right? All those who love to seriously joke and laugh and grin and mock and scoff. That day coming for you. As a matter of fact, it's already here. It's already here. It go begin today. Alright? You understand? And then you will know how serious it is. So once everything is in place, alright, for the tectonic magnetic earthquake, you hear a different term I'm using, right? You hear a different term. The different terms is in the messages, in the prophecies that nobody knows about on the earth. So once everything is in place, set in place, you see the word called set? Arrange. Set means arrange. Everything is set in place for the tsunamis to happen. Once everything is in place for the tectonic magnetic earthquake, the mega tsunamis will be triggered by the tectonic plates. Nobody knows nothing about this, right? So all those who pretending to talk about, they know about the tectonic plates and they know about this, and they don't know nothing, right? Those are divine words that was given only to me. But all those who don't want to believe now, you're going to believe soon. But you're going to be too late. Right? Once everything is in place, then once everything is set in place for the tectonic magnetic earthquake, then the mega tsunamis will be triggered by the tectonic plates. Nobody knows nothing about no tsunamis being triggered by no tectonic plates. You hear? Nobody knows nothing about that. So all those who want to believe that I am the divine messenger, that is them. And all those who want to run behind the naysayers and the doomsayers of Lucifer, so be it. They could continue with that. Right? But when that day of judgment come, you have nobody else to blame but themselves, you know?
I dare not be ungrateful to Jah. Oh, I shall not be ungrateful to Jah. No. I dare not be ungrateful to Jah. I shall not be ungrateful to Jah. This is the man that will get now in the council of the godly. And I see them in the sea of the scornful. No, there's a light is in the law and the fullness thereof.
Yeah, so right about now, let's go on, let's move on to the other part. Alright, once everything is put into place, then the mega tsunamis will happen and all this kind of thing. Once you all follow my prophecies, you will know exactly what will happen next on the earth. For my prophecies is an international prophecies which goes for all islands, all nations, even the ones that you don't know, even the ones that elites own, or the elites take control over. Right. So now you know. So when that happens, it will be releasing the energy of the magnetic or the magnets. So now you know there are magnets. There are magnets, right? Magnets. They are magnets, right? With the magnets have different poles, all right, and each pole have a magnet. So every pole, like the east will have a magnet, the west will have a magnet, the north will have a magnet, the epicenter of the dome, all right, which is in South Africa, will also have a magnet in the center, and the magnet in the center of the earth will be the positive energy, and all the other magnets that is set up by the poles, they are mixed with negative and positive energy. But the magnet in the center of the earth, that is what will do the pole reversal shifting. I explained that to you already. That is how the magnets contribute. The magnets will contribute to the pole reversal shifting of the completion for the earth. All right. So that will be releasing the energy of the magnetics of the magnets, right, to push and generate the tsunami. So Yahuwah will use the magnets. Yahuwah will use the magnets, right, to push and generate the mega tsunamis. All right. So that's how the mega tsunamis will be happening.
I cannot be unfaithful to Jah. Oh, I shall not be unfaithful
Shalom to Sister Kati.
to Jah. No. I cannot be unfaithful to Jah. I shall not be unfaithful to Jah. If I also all can see.
Massive earthquake happening on the east coast, right? So if you know where the east coast is, you will know exactly where will be affected or where will be shift next. All right. So that's the reason for the small earthquakes happening, is in order to facilitate for when the mega shift happens, that everything will already be in place to crush these fuckers. So they will be crushed by the highest tsunami wave might be about 7,000 feet high. All right. About 7,000 feet high will be that tsunami. So that tsunami will be high as the clouds, by the way. It will be high, you know.
Who will declare my name? Who will shout my name in the middle of the nations? Who will take the shield of faith and the sword of my tongue and declare my name to a dying world? He who has declared me thus far will walk in even...
That's right, Commander Lauren, that's right. Each pole of the earth has a magnet. That means that the magnet is on the east, the west, the north, and the south. But in the center of the earth, in the center of the earth, the polarity is very strong. It's much, way more stronger, right? So that will be the determined factor in the pole reversal shifting. So when all the magnets generate and the polarity is turned towards, when the polarity of the magnet in the center of the earth is turned towards the polarity or the determined factor, which is the one in the center of the earth, when all the other poles or the magnets is turned and face the main polarity, right, that is how the transformation will be happening. That is just one phase of the transformation. So you should know, right, there is different phases in the transformation as well. All right, so I think there's about 12 phases in the transformation. So I'm just giving you all the different phases so that you'll know certain thing. All right. last year 2018, around May, when Hawaii had the lava explosion, when the volcano exploded and Yahuwah made a tsunami or a river of lava, right, that running through Hawaii. And I told you all there are different phases that will be happening, and I told you all the different phases too as well. I think you can't go back and look at that live, but I have it downloaded, might play it sometime in the future again. So just stay close and to learn more in advance and to understand that Yahuwah, Imaya, Lord Yahushua, they are the triune eternal creators. All right, and that Archangel Samuel, it is indeed the fifth angel, all right, of the end time apocalypse, which is now presently, all right, the fifth angel of this end time apocalypse. All right, so just remain close to learn more and make sure that your lamp is full. Once your lamp continue to be full and your lamp is completely filled, then and only then you will be rescued, because you need the oil of salvation, and the oil of salvation is not unrighteousness. The oil of salvation is definitely not unrighteousness, right? The oil of salvation is righteousness, pure undiluted righteousness. The oil of salvation is the ancient truth that I teach you. The oil of salvation is the ancient truth of Elohim. That is the oil of salvation. Without the oil of salvation, you will never, ever, ever get into the ark. That is the rules. I don't make it. Elohim does.
For the sands of time are running out, but my name will be declared in this final hour. I am Yahuwah, I am that I am, and my trumpet will soon call I formed the world with despair. Oh, but I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to shine.
So this is how the tectonic plate is partially offsetting to create major tsunamis, right? So it needs to offset. Once it offset, it will create major tsunamis, as that is the first phase in doing certain things, in bringing forth a catastrophic disaster or disasters, or to bring the earth to end. Yahuwah have to offset everything. Everything needs to be offset, and then it needs to be put in place again. And when it's been put back into place, it will create major tsunamis, as well as mega tsunamis will come after when he actually add addition tectonic plates to create the offsetting or to create major tsunamis and thing, major tsunamis around the earth.
It's the name above all names. Oh, and we will declare it. Yes, we will declare it.
Hey, what's up to you, Brother Frank?
It's the name above all names. And we will shout it out. Oh, I formed the world.
As we could see, for a mega tsunami, all right, there's a lot of adjustments. For a mega tsunami to occur, for a major tsunami to happen, there must be minor adjustments. Again, in order for a mega tsunami to occur, there must be a lot of adjustments that needs to be put in place. So if there had to be a major tsunami, if a major tsunami have to occur, there will be minor adjustments. When there is a mega tsunami to occur, there will be major together with mega adjustments being put in place to create that tsunami. All right, so for the mega tsunami and for the mega tsunami to occur and for the major tsunami to occur, there need to be minor adjustments. The minor adjustments was the smaller magnitudes of earthquakes. So the smaller magnitudes of earthquakes will cause minor earthquakes to occur, which will be no sort of threat to the land. But when you have major adjustments going on, the major adjustments will eventually become a mega adjustment. Once you leave from the phase of the major, then you go into the mega. All right, so from minor you go into major, and from major you go into mega. So that's how it happens. For a mega tsunami, there is a lot of adjustments needs to be done in order for Abba Yahuwah El Elyon, the Most High, to accomplish this great task. Now, it is a great task for Yahuwah to do these adjustments. Again, it's a great task that Yahuwah have to do these adjustments. All right.
Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. I face a lot of trials and tribulation, but to all of that I must still stand strong. Giving thanks and praise to the Almighty One, and looking forward to reach Mount Zion. And I must say, Zion, I'm coming home to you. Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home.
So, together with the crust of the epicenter of the dome. Remember I told you already, the epicenter is the epicenter for the earth, right? These people are so stupid in NASA and scientists, all these people on Facebook who run on earthquakes and do not know about earthquakes, don't know where earthquakes come from, how it starts and all kind of shit, and they believe in science and all kind of rubbish. You understand what I'm saying? The main epicenter for all other so-called epicenters that they call an epicenter is the center of the earth. The center of the earth is the main epicenter, and as I explained and I draw for you all already, I saw a demonstration. I teach for 4 hours straight on where the epicenters are. Draw it out for you, and people still following NASA and the bullshit. They're still following their lies, right? The epicenters are special places where certain things will catastrophically happen. You understand? That's where the epicenters are. Explain all where the epicenters is on the earth. I explained it already, and people don't fucking appreciate. I'm not saying my brothers and sisters and not appreciate it, but saying all the others now. All the others do not appreciate this gift of mercy. They don't appreciate it at all. So I saw that together with the cross of the epicenter, as I told you all already, right? The magnet is in the center of the earth, and when all the poles is switched or turned towards, when I use the word switch, it doesn't mean like it friggin' switch from the east to the west. It ain't gonna happen yet, right?
for the east and the west and the north and the south, there must be catastrophic disasters. There will be disasters to occur because of the fact that Yahuwah is doing a major adjustment. Right, so right now Yahuwah is doing a major adjustment, and when the major adjustments completed, then he will do mega adjustments. When he begin to do mega adjustments, mega things will happen, bigger events will happen, and it will happen not one place, but it will happen 3 places or 10 places, or will happen like 100 places at the same time. Right, so that's the reason why earthquakes, the earthquakes that are happening, how Yahuwah is doing the shifting and the adjustments of the tectonic plates, adding additional tectonic plates. That is the reason why for the minor earthquakes that they the reason why for the minor earthquakes being detected by the stupid Richter scale that they have. You understand? That's the only reason why. Alright? But when the major and the mega things that happen, that the Richter scale will tear in half, because they wouldn't be alive. They wouldn't be alive to freaking even they wouldn't be alive to even report the earthquake. They wouldn't be alive to report it. They wouldn't have time to report what's going to happen to them, guys. They wouldn't have time at all to report that. So together with the cross of the epicenter of the dome, center in alignment into to bring forth the supernatural transformation through Mama Imaya, Ruach HaKodosha, the Holy Spirit. So together with the cross of the epicenter, which I already explained, of the dome, which is the center in alignment to bring forth the supernatural transformation through Mama Imaya. So through Mama Imaya, alright, through the Holy Spirit, that is how the transformation will be happening. Alright, that's the only how the transformation will be occurring.
They said I don't have no rights in a Babylon, because I don't know how the West was won. Neither I can't change their plan. The West is controlled by the Ku Klux Klan. That's why I say Zion, I'm coming home to you. Teach the youth them right, but not teach them wrong. Jack all up on the youth, cause the youth are strong. Look to Africa, that I feel your mama land.
Train less on me, and it's unfair that I spend 4 hours teaching people and others coming and stealing it and then saying it's their words. Right? It's time for people to open their eyes to know that Archangel Samuel is the one who speaks it over his life, and once he speaks something, it is so. You understand what I'm saying? And people to know that I am the main source, not freaking the people that who telling them certain things that they have no idea about. They don't know. They have no knowledge. They have no knowledge, and they never receive a tune of visions to know nothing about what's going on around the earth. Alright, so 2 hours live from now on. That's how it will be, unless if Yahuwah say we'll go over 3 or 4 hours. Nah, really, 4 hours is very hard for me right now. So I just go in 2 hours, and after I done teach out this, I will just end the live. You know what I mean? So that at least this teaching, this new teaching will be put into the bag, so that people will know well, what next. You know what I mean? Because I actually plan to teach something else. I plan to teach something else, but I was just instructed, no, just go 2 hours. So I will just go 2 hours as I am instructed to go. And next time whenever I go live, I will just teach what I said I was going to teach from the beginning, right? Because it's long, it's a long hours teaching, all right? So yeah, it makes no sense doing 4 hours live anymore. You know what I mean? I know a lot of you all appreciate the 4 hours live, but I can't make it anymore, to actually be honest. You understand? I'm making 4 hours live and nobody ain't really showing that interest. So after the time going, right? So time going, so the timing for that changing, the timing really changing. But unless if Yahuwah say go 4 hours or 3 hours or at least 2 hours, I'll do that. But after I done teach about this, I will end the live, because people not appreciating the mercy and love and the grace of Elohim. That is the reason why the world come to end in the first place, right? That is the reason why it come to end.
I'm coming home to you. I cannot what the people of this world want to say, neither what the people of this world want to do. Many are called, but the chosen of you. What you gonna do when judge a call on you? I man says I.
But I know some people wouldn't care if I go 3 hours or 2 hours or 1 hour or 4 hours. They just don't care. There are people who just don't care. You understand? They just don't care. They're only talking and saying, oh, they care and they care and they care, but they just don't care. You understand what I'm saying? That the kind of people exist today that needs to be completely, totally cut off from humanity. They need to be totally cut off from existence. So that's what's going to happen, you know?
I'm coming home to you. Oh, Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. I face a lot of trials and tribulation, but you all have that I must still stand strong. Still giving praise to the Almighty One, looking forward to reach Mount Zion. And I must say Zion, I'm coming home to you. Giving him my name, say Zion, I'm coming home to you. They said I don't have no rights in a Babylon because I don't know how the West was won. Neither I can't change their plan. The West is controlled by the Ku Klux Klan. Rastaman Zion, I'm coming home to you. Oh, Rasta say Zion, I'm coming home to you. One more time, Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. I cannot what the people of this world want to say, neither what the people of this world want to do. Many are called, the chosen of you.
The New World Order has only created disorder. Unions are formed for men to speak as one, NATO to ensure that no one country has autonomy over the other. United Nations to address issues of war, famine and disasters. Commercially, NAFTA and WTO are designed to protect us from ourselves, but still, they do not deal with the real issues.
Treating the people like a piece of tissue. No law, them not deal with.
Treating the people like a piece of tissue. Now, them not deal with no issue. Treating my people like a piece of tissue. Brothers and sisters are running, feeling the pain. Choose that abuse, watch the blood down the drain. I tell you, they're all in Babylon. It's not just where I stand. They can see reality of the best thing for men, and that's because they not deal with no real issue. Treating our people like a piece of tissue.
All right, so let's go back there to that teaching. So this is the prime reason why. For the minor earthquakes, which is 3.1, occurring daily everywhere as with the major earthquakes. The major earthquakes will lead up to the mega earthquakes. Alright, so first, Yahuwah began the earthquakes by doing minor shakings, and during the minor shakings he do major shaking, which is not really that high of magnitude. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that there's a prime reason of the minor earthquakes. The minor is like the 3.1 or 3.4 or 4.1. The moment that it crossed 5.1, it is considered as a major earthquake. Again, the prime reason, the said reason or the prime reason for all the minor earthquakes occurring, the minor means 3.1, 3.2, 4.2, 4.1, 4.5, 4.8. But the moment the earthquake crossed 5.0 into 5.1 on the so-called Richter scale, it's considered as a major earthquake. Alright? Don't let them trick you and talk shit to you and telling you a 4.4 is a major earthquake. No, a 4.4 falls under the category of a minor earthquakes. Nobody knows nothing about minor earthquakes, and nobody knows nothing about major earthquakes. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about the minor shifts, and they have no idea what is the major shifts. And when you actually put together, or you add, like if you add in 2 and 2. Like if you're adding 1 and 1, 1 and 1 is 2, right? That's what I mean. Like if you're adding 7, 7 is 14. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing addition. I don't like maths, but I'm telling you all. Like if you're doing addition, this is how Yahuwah does shifts. Yahuwah add how much, like for example, Yahuwah say, okay, places like Trinidad receive 7 earthquakes. He will actually create a major shift he will create a major shift, and once a major shift happens and falls almost under the category of a mega, because alright, when an earthquake reach, let me tell you how the mega phases is. First, let me teach you about the minor. Alright, the minor earthquakes is like, it falls under the category of 3.1. 4.1, the moment it crosses 5.0 into 5.1, it's considered by Yahuwah as a major earthquake. Alright, when an earthquake happens on the Richter scale of 7.1 into 7.5, it falls into the category of the mega earthquake. Right, it falls into the category of the mega earthquake. All right, so again, I'm gonna reteach you all that, and I hope that you all will take notes of this. All right, the minor earthquakes falls on up to the category of 4.4, 4.5, 5.0. After 5.0, when it goes to 5.1, it's considered a major earthquake. When it crosses 5.1 and goes all the way up to 7.5, it's considered a major earthquake. When it crosses 7.5 and goes up to 8.1, it's considered as a mega
earthquake. All right, when it crosses 8.1 and goes up to 10.1, then it's like an extra. It's like a mega. Mega or double X mega. I don't know how to explain that to you all yet, right? Then it will be like a double X mega earthquake. When it crosses 8.1 into 10.1, it is a catastrophic earthquake. All right. So I just want to say this again because I revealing something new here and I'm learning something too as well. All right. So when the major earthquake falls on the minor earthquakes fall under the category from the lowest point, which is like 1.1 to 5.0. All right, when it crosses 5.0 and enters into the stage of 5.1, it goes into the major category of earthquakes. When it leaves the major earthquakes category and it goes to 7.5, it goes into the mega. Category. When it leaves the mega category and goes into 10.1, it goes into catastrophic earthquake. So instead of saying double X, I will use the last phase, which is catastrophic earthquakes. So the 10.1 falls under the catastrophic earthquake. The 8.1 doesn't fall under the catastrophic earthquake. The 8.1 falls under the mega catastrophic earthquakes. All right, but the 10.1, the 9.1, 9.5, all right, 8.5 falls under the mega catastrophic, and when it crosses over from the 8.1 or 8.5 and goes all the way to 10.1, it is considered a catastrophic earthquake. Catastrophic means devastation. It means deadly. All right, so just keep that in mind right now. All right, just keep that in mind of what I'm telling you right now. So if I'm talking a little too fast, you can ask me to slow down, and I don't mind slowing down. Right? I don't mind slowing down. So if I'm talking too fast, just let me know. So now you know what is the prime reason of the minor earthquakes occurring daily everywhere as of with the major earthquakes. All right, it creates a shift to begin the execution. The execution is from the minor into the major, from the major into the mega, from the mega into the catastrophic. All right. Because with a mega earthquake you could escape, barely escape, but with a catastrophic earthquake you're dead. You understand what I mean? With a catastrophic earthquake you're dead. You understand what I mean? The minor earthquakes is alright, you will feel a little jolt. Alright, minor earthquake will do a jolt, but when you reach into the major earthquake comes with a different setting. It comes with a different setting. So every category of earthquakes that are happening right now happens under different categories. All right, you first heard it from Archangel Samuel, and nobody on the earth knows anything about this as usual. All right, so it creates a shift to begin the execution. All right, so it begins a shift. All right, it creates a shift to begin the execution of the arrangements of the tectonic magnetic plates. So that means that there is a difference between the tectonic plates and the tectonic magnetic plates. So that means that there are magnets, there are magnet plates amongst the tectonic plates. So it's called, Yahuwah called it the tectonic magnetic plates.
All right. So now you know that there's a difference between the tectonic plates, which is the normal plates, and there's something called, which Yahuwah calls, the tectonic magnetic plates, which goes in between the normal tectonic plates in order to empower the magnetic earthquakes to occur, or the magnetic shifts to happen around the earth. That is the said reason. All right. So that is the said reason for the difference between the tectonic plates and the tectonic magnetic plates. And nobody knows anything about what Archangel Samuel talking about, but they love to steal what I'm teaching and steal the credit from Yah. Well, let me see how long they will keep it up. You know, let me see how long they plan to keep that up. And as the teaching said there, all right, it creates a shift to begin the execution of the arrangements. The arrangements have a lot to do with the minor earthquakes into the major earthquakes, into the minor, into the major, into the minor, into the major. If you realize there's only minor and major earthquakes happening, no mega quakes happening yet, right? Because after the mega phase, then the catastrophic events will happen. So that will tell you all, everything needs to be in a phase. Everything is in a phase. Everything must happen according to the will of Elohim, which happens in different phases, because in different phases is how Yahuwah completed his creation in the first place. You understand? That's how Yahuwah was able to complete a certain arrangement or execution by doing certain things in phases. And as the teaching continues to state, it creates a shift to begin the execution of the arrangements of the tectonic magnetic plates. The tectonic magnetic plates is completely different from the tectonic plates. Just like the friggin' pole shift is completely different from the pole reversal shifting. They have no idea what they're talking about. You understand? They don't know one jack shit, nothing about what I teach, because they will steal it and then put it in their own words, because they think they understand what Archangel Samuel is saying, but they will steal it and put it in their own words, bringing a curse upon others. You can't take what is holy and profane it in that sense. You can't do that. You can't take what Yahuwah take out of his lips. You can't use what Yahuwah said out of his lips, which is holy, and then turn it into unrighteousness, and then use it to do evil against the righteous ones. You can't do that. Devika, you can't steal my prophecies over and over, and then now using the same words that I speak out of my mouth from Yahuwah, and then you're using it now to do evil against me. It will never work. You know why? Because all you're doing for your followers is bringing a curse upon them. So it's only a curse. You know, she actually influencing a curse upon the people of the Caribbean island, upon all those who listen to her cock and bull bullshit stories, all right, of lies. You understand? Using it to do evil against the righteous ones. It will never work against us, right? You can't take what Yahuwah said, which is holy, and turn it into profanity before the creators. You can't do that. It will never work. And I could curse you from now, you and all your followers, from now until forever. I could curse you. I could curse you stink as the day. I could curse you however I want. I will still enter into the New Jerusalem. What I don't know is through me, one will enter into the ark. Without me,
one will never enter into the ark. So without I, nobody will get into the ark. So without me being the main source on the earth, nobody will have an opportunity to get into the ark. So I could cuss you stink from now until forever, as you tell your people. I is cuss stink. No, I don't really cuss stink. I just discuss in righteousness and teach people love, true love of the Creator, to reject the system of Babylon. But she now continue to push the agenda and for people to turn against Archangel Samuel, which is really a curse upon all those who hate righteousness. You know what I mean? So I could cuss forever and I will still enter into the New Jerusalem. I will still be Archangel Samuel, the 5th angel of the end time apocalypse. I will still be who I say I am. Nothing will change, right? Nothing will change. So if they who are her followers want to continue to live in darkness and have her walk all over them like a doormat, they could continue to do so, because they already sealed the deal with the devil unknowingly. You know, they already sealed the deal already with Lucifer. And when the arrangements is put into place, as you see here, when the arrangements is put into place of the tectonic magnetic plates, that is when the pole reversal shifting will happen. That is when all the poles will begin to switch. When the tectonic magnetic plates be in alignment, as it says here, that it will be brought into alignment, right? That's what they're saying right now. The NASA and other people, USGS, they're talking about the Earth already shift, and the North shift into Russia, and all kind of bullshit. Let me tell you something. If the saturation ain't complete yet, there's no pole reversal shifting going to happen. Although there is the difference, there is the pole reversal shifting already happening. But if you listen to what I said earlier on in the live, when I specifically said there are different phases within the pole reversal shifting, as well as different phases in the pole reversal shifting. There are different phases of earthquakes and different phases of the tectonic plate alignment. There are different phases of events happening around the earth, different phases of disasters unfolding, right? There are different things unfolding on the earth, different things unfolding. But when the final phases for the pole reversal shifting has completed, that is when the tectonic magnetic plates will switch the poles, and then the polarity of the epicenter magnet will draw in all the poles, and it will automatically switch. As I told you all, the magnets is aligned in a different way, and I think that I will be doing a drawing about this very soon. So very soon I will do a drawing of this, and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. So very soon I will do a drawing like what I did, and I will do the drawing. Might be on Facebook, who knows. I might do the drawing, and I will definitely show you all what I'm talking about. You can only get a pole reversal shifting on a flat earth. You could never get a pole reversal shifting on a spinning ball. So all those who believe in the bullshit of NASA and all of them and their lies, they could continue to believe in their lies. You know what I mean? All those in the Devika cult could remain in the Devika cult. Remain in that cult. The lake of fire is already prepared. Remain in all the different cults that they want to remain in. Remain in Yahweh cult, remain in religion cult, remain in Buddhist cult, remain in New Age cult, Skywatchers cult. You remain in your cult, right? You continue to remain in your cult. Yes, is that exactly what it is. Devika is running a cult. Yeah, she running a cult, as well as other members
other members of the same cult, the Illuminati cult, running a cult. It's a cult they're running, guys. It's a cult. All churches is a cult. All Muslim temples and mosques is a cult. All religion is a cult. And if you open your eyes to see that all religion is a cult, then you should remain in your cult. Remain in your cult until the lake of fire burn you. Remain in your cult, because you don't want to come out from your cult. But let the saturation process complete. Once the saturation process complete for all the islands, you're doomed. Trust me, you're really doomed. So once it's brought into complete alignment, once all the magnets, once all the poles is brought into complete alignment with the main epicenter of the earth, of this earth, which is the center of the earth. The main epicenter is where I showed you the drawing a few days ago. I showed you the drawing last year. I showed you the drawing year before. I already showed you all the drawing of the tectonic wheel, and I show you all that the tectonic wheel could reverse all. The tectonic wheel have a lot to do with the magnets, which could reverse the poles as well. That is what Yahuwah will be using to reverse the poles. There's a lot that people don't know. I'm talking about astrology and all this kind of bullshit and science and all them kind of bullshit. Alright, that's just complete rubbish. I teach you the truth. That's how I mean. Alright, so when everything is put into place with the cycles of the celestial bodies. What is the celestial bodies? The blood moons, which includes the solar eclipse, the supermoon. All those things are celestial body. The sun is a celestial body. The moon is a celestial body. The foundation stones of Elohim is a celestial bodies. You understand? Lightning is a celestial body as well. You understand? Because those are things that the Creator created, right? And I already told you all how lightning is created. I teach you all every single thing that you can think about, all right, for free. You understand? You don't have to go to university to learn about these things that I teach you all, because you know you have to pay big money, and then you will have to stay years in school to understand what I'm teaching you. Which I teaching you certain things for a whole 4 hours. I teaching you a whole long book, a whole full book in 4 hours, where you might take years. It might take like 7 years or so to learn that whole book about geography and science and all kind of bullshit. I teaching you this in 4 hours. You understand? I teaching you a whole book and even more. You understand? I teaching you the things that people just go university for and pay one set of money to learn, right? One set of money to learn, and still don't know the truth, because they will never teach you the truth. The system will never teach you the truth, because the system don't know the truth. The system knows nothing. They create their own religion, their own education, right, to deceive humanity. That's what religion did, create their own way, right? So with the cycles of the celestial bodies, all of these events will fall in line with a blood moon that will be coming on the 21st of on the 19th, all right? On the 19th of this month, February, there will be a lunar eclipse. So on the 19th of this month, there will be a lunar eclipse. There will be a lunar eclipse that will be in the night sky together with a supermoon. Together with a supermoon, it means that the supermoon indicates of the coming darkness, which will be the 23 days of darkness that will unfold, which I told you all about some years ago, about the 23 days of darkness. First, it was 3 days of darkness. Right? I know you heard plenty Christians talking about the 3 days of darkness. They heard it from me. They first heard about the 3 days of darkness from Archangel Samuel. Right? They first heard it from me. But back then, I didn't call myself Archangel Samuel. I had different names to hide who I am in trying to reach out to people. You understand what I mean? So I told you all about the 3 days of darkness, and then Yahuwah add 20 days to it, which brings it to 23 days of darkness. Right? So Yahuwah add 20 days to the 3 days, which brings us to 23 days of darkness. So it's no longer 3 days of darkness anymore. It's 23 days of
darkness that they will experience. Hence the reason for the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse, the super blood moon, and all this sort of thing that occurring on the earth. So this month on the 19th there will be lunar eclipse to occur, as well as a super blood moon or a super new moon, which will also fall on the Shabbat of the righteous ones in Elohim as well. So on the 19th there will be lunar solar eclipse. On the 21st of February this month there should be solar eclipse occurring. So make sure that you take notes of this. This is something that I had written down, all right, but you need to take notes of it even into your book, so that when it occurs, you know that I already told you all what will happen next and what is the steps of judgment and the different phases, which includes the shifting of the tectonic as well as the magnetic plates at all those earthquakes occurring right now. Alright, so now you understand about the celestial cycles of the celestial bodies within the dome. When the tectonic wheel, you see, look at here, when the tectonic wheel begins the cycle of the pole reversal shifting. So now we're talking about a cycle. We're no longer talking about a phase. We're talking about a cycle, and a cycle comes along every at least for a certain time and a time. That's when a cycle just come around, right? I can't really explain it in the heavenly term for you because you won't understand. So I'm trying to explain this prophecy, which was given I think this prophecy was given January. Yes, this prophecy was given on the, let me see, this prophecy was given on the 21st of January 2019, and now it will be on well, now it's already unveiling in the well, from the 5th of February coming right down. This is where this prophecy going to fulfill, all right, to complete this wording of Elohim, all right. So with the cycles of the celestial bodies, which I already explained just now, within the dome, when the tectonic wheel begins the cycle of the pole reversal shifting of the islands and continents. So this is a cycle. This is not a phase. The important word here to note, it's called cycle, not a phase. A cycle is not a phase. A cycle is definitely not a phase. A cycle is a cycle, and a phase is a phase. All right, a phase happens like a domino effect. A cycle happens once in a while. You know what I mean? A cycle does happen. All right, a cycle is not a domino effect. A cycle is once in a blue moon, certain things does happen. But phase is something that regularly happens. You know what I mean? Of the pole reversal shifting of the islands and the continents. So the continents will also be removed and shifted for the 90 days that coming. All right, so the 90 days, we already counting down that 90 days. So we counting down the 90 days already. In effect from, I think, in effect from the 21st of February. In effect from the 21st of February 2019 Gregorian year. That is when we will begin to count down the 90 days. All right. Also, there's some really critical points, really critical things that are said on this live that people need to know
and people will have to go back and watch this live. All right, you'll have to go back and watch it because it's so important to listen to what I had to say. All right, but some people just don't want to hear. All right, but let it continue to run after the evil ones. Let it continue. You know what I mean? That day coming. Does it make sense now? That's the reason for the minor and major earthquakes reoccurrence. Like right happening over and over and over and over. Once all those things is put in place, once all those things is put in place, that is when everything will begin to unfold. So that's the reason for the minor and major earthquakes reoccurrence. All right, that's the reason why it reoccurring over and over and over and over and over. You understand what I mean? That is the reason why it's happening over and over again. All right, so the mega tsunami, to end it off here, all right, the mega tsunami 700 feet and above or higher, which will be higher by the way, will be generated by an unprecedented underwater supervolcano. The supervolcano is Kingdom Jenny in Grenada. We have one. Yellowstone is also Yellowstone is a mega Yellowstone is the mother of all volcanoes, so to speak. Yellowstone is the mother of all volcanoes, so to speak. The volcano in Italy, that volcano in Italy is the father of all volcanoes. All right, so that means there's a connection between Yellowstone and the volcano in Italy. There's a connection between the both of them, a special connection, because the mother of volcano Yellowstone is connected to the volcano in Italy, and the volcano in Italy have little children, and some of them little children is now awakened because they are ancient volcanoes which were sleeping for quite a long time, being dormant, not being used, but will be used for this end time plan that Yahuwah is establishing right now. So now you understand, now you have a better understanding of the different volcanoes and why certain volcanoes erupts and some do not erupt, and why after 30 something years a volcano now beginning showing signs of eruptions and stuff like that. Well, it's in this prophecy and other prophecies before. It's there. And you will also know the reason why there are mega earthquakes, minor earthquakes, and major earthquakes, which also leads into the catastrophic earthquakes. So I giving you different categories, and I teaching you more in depth than NASA, USGS, the UE seismic, the universities. I teaching you more in depth, more advanced, more giving you more understanding of a lot of things that you don't know nothing about. So to give you a better idea of why certain things happening around the earth, understand? So I helping you to understand that. All right. So to note that the mega earthquakes will be happening on different places, and the reason for the minor earthquakes everywhere on the earth where there are earthquakes happening presently, right now, everywhere where there's a jolt felt, shaking felt, where there, everywhere where there's a minor earthquake happening now, it will actually adjust into a major, and from a major it will adjust into a mega, and from a mega it will adjust into a catastrophic event, which will be history. You understand what I mean? Which will be history. And if I use the word history, you know what I mean. Alright, so which will it begin? Obviously, the prophecy say Bali, but I'll give you all a lot of clues. Alright, I'll give you all a lot of clues. It's saying Bali here, but Yes, it will begin in Bali, but that's just one of the places. It will begin in California, as you see in the thing there. It will begin in California, stretch right across the ridge of Washington D.C., and then it will be coming down the road. You understand? And then the earthquakes will, then the tsunamis will double up to become a catastrophic tsunami, right? So all should also know that too as well, right? 700 feet tsunami is a catastrophic tsunami. All right, it means that tsunami will flatten everything in its way. All right, that is what I mean by catastrophic. So when I use the word minor and major, and then I use the word mega, and when I use the word catastrophic earthquake, I mean it will be devastating. It will be a devastating effect where people can't survive a catastrophic earthquake. They can't survive a catastrophic earthquake. They may survive a mega earthquake. Yes, they will survive a mega earthquake. Some may and some may not. But when there is a catastrophic earthquake, it will kill everybody. You understand? A catastrophic earthquake could kill everybody. That means it will be real bad. You understand? I don't need to read and spell for people who already went to university because you all know already what I'm talking about. Alright, so to wrap up this teaching here, we only have about 3 to 5 minutes again. I just want to complete this and then wrap it up. Alright, which will begin in Bali. That is the Indonesia side. Alright, so it will be a domino effect tsunami. It will be a domino effect earthquake as well. A domino effect of the tectonic plates and the magnetic plates strining together or grinding against each other, something like that. Alright, I would have to draw it out and show you all exactly what I mean. Alright, so when I draw it out, you all know exactly what I mean. Alright, so which will begin in Bali, but it will begin for the Caribbean islands. It will begin in Panama City, and from Panama City it will go to Caracu, and then from Caracu it will go to Dominica, which will form a complete triangle, which actually represent the triune creators Elohim. All right, the triangle represent the creators Elohim. All right, so from Panama City, then it will go to Caracu, then it will go to Dominica, and from Dominica then it will go to Grenada, and when it go to Grenada then it will stop, as I say already, it will slow down St. George's, and then it will build again to keep the status of the mega tsunami going. All right, and when it almost reached Trinidad, then it will stop, and then it will build again. When it flattens Trinidad and all the other Caribbean islands, then it will build into a catastrophic tsunami. When it builds into a catastrophic tsunami, you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. A catastrophic tsunami is everything in its way being destroyed. People will drown, people will be electrocuted, and the list goes on and on, because seawater has an influence over electricity, which I will teach for some other time. Some other day I will teach about that. Alright, so which will begin in Bali. Bali is in Indonesia, by the way. That is that part. Remember I said that it will begin, it will stretch from when it make the triangle, right? When it happens to the triangle, when it happens in the triangle formation from Panama City to Caracu, which is Curacao, from Curacao back to Dominica, and then it will form a triangle. And when it forms a triangle, now this triangle will activate, and when this triangle activates, then it will create a mega tsunami. And when it creates a mega tsunami, then it will go to St. George's and Grenada, then it will stop build, and then it will go to Tobago. It will flatten Tobago, it will kill everything on Tobago. Everyone in Tobago will die, by the way. You understand? And when it passes through Tobago, then it will go Guyana, which is a little way off the tectonic plates there. It will go to Guyana and flatten Guyana. And when it go to Guyana, it will go to Aruba and all those places that is on the triangle of destruction then. Alright, the triangle represents the triune eternal family. So when that happens in that formation, then it will come down, and when it reaches to Trinidad, then it will bounce against the mountain, the high mountains that it have down there in Trinidad. Then it will bounce against the high mountain in Trinidad, and then it will go to a different pattern. A different pattern will happen where it will go to Carupano, and when it goes to Carupano, then it will split Carupano on all the places that needs to be split, and then the water now will gather to Sagonas in Trinidad. Then it will build, and when it build now, it will build into a catastrophic tsunami, and then it will flatten Sagonas, flatten Point Fortin, flatten all those other places that I said on the drawing that it will flatten. When it flatten those places, you know, it will be very deadly. All right, so we're talking about the east of Trinidad being the only place, and a little part of the northeast of Trinidad which will survive. Those people will experience fireballs. All right, they will experience fireballs, as well as they wouldn't experience the full brunt of the tsunami, but they will experience fireballs, and they will also experience the mud volcanoes which will be erupting. A lot of catastrophic and disastrous things will be happening during that time. But I know the south and the central of Trinidad will sink, completely sink, and those people will drown alive. You understand what I mean? So it's a serious thing I'm telling you all. Oh yeah, and by the way, I spent real hours to get this live, although there's a video that I posted out since for a while now. Although this prophecy came out the 21st January, I have other prophecies too. I have other prophecies revealing a lot more in-depth things which I will be talking about in a time in, but I will spend less time to teach about it. So that means that the live will come. The live will actually boil down to 1 hour soon. So soon the live will boil down to 1 hour, you know, guys. Then we'll go down to half an hour, and then it will just boil down to nothing. And then that is when, you know, catastrophic things will be happening then. But for now, if Yahuwah tell me to do 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, I will comply. You know what I mean? But I know I already crossed the 2 hours. Right now, but I have to complete this in order for the complete teaching for today to be to soak into his spirit. Once it soak into his spirit, all right. So the 700 feet tsunami is considered to be a catastrophic tsunami, not a catastrophic earthquake. Earthquake is different from a tsunami, by the way. All right. So that's to let everyone know that an earthquake is different from a tsunami, because a tsunami is not an earthquake, but a tsunami could be generated by an earthquake. Tsunami could generate an earthquake as well, but we're not really going to talk about that today. I just want to complete that. So which will begin in Bali, Indonesia, all right, and then it will rise over Lombok. Lombok is in Indonesia, and it will flatten Sulawesi. Sulawesi had a tsunami recently in last year, Gregorian year. There was a tsunami in Sulawesi, which I already predicted and prophesied as well. And the central and northern eastern Java is in Indonesia as well, with a tsunami of lava which already began. Recently there was a volcano in somewhere in Hawaii, which it formed a river of tsunami, or it formed a tsunami of lava that flowing into the sea. Excuse me, which is flowing into the sea, which is actually feeding other volcanoes around Indonesia in order to bring forth for the sinkholes and of lava to pop up in different places in Indonesia. All right, so now you understand that. Alright, so this prophecy wasn't released on the 21st of January 2019. Alright, this prophecy was released in 2018 Gregorian year. It was released somewhere in December, I think, but it was not released on the 21st of January at all. Alright, so yeah, so the 21st of January this year, there were a lunar eclipse and a blood moon, which I already have a prophecy for that, which I already told you all about. If you all remember when I told you all about the prophecy that happened, remember the prophecy that happened? Yes, that prophecy that happened on the 21st of January, right? On the 21st of January, even before that, ancient volcanoes began its cycle around the earth of erupting. So if you go back and look at the volcanoes that erupted on the 21st of January, from 21st of January go back, you will see that Archangel Samuel prophecy is indeed accurate, more than just accurate, by the way, you know. Then you will see that you know, I know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Then you see, you know, all right, so the tectonic plates is being arranged to create the atmospheric shift in Indonesia and the Caribbean islands, which includes Indonesia. All the islands that have natural resources are part of the Caribbean islands and are part of the judgment of Yah. All right. Hope you have an understanding there, and I hope I really hope that you all understand what I'm saying, and people will people will take the words that I'm saying and into their own words of misconception. Shalom to you, Brother Kareem. Hey, what's up to you, Robert Boodoo? And the pleasure is mine, Commander Karen. Thank you so much for taking notes of what I'm saying. Let the others who don't want to listen, let it remain how it is. Alright, but I'm telling you all, when that time comes, only those who are worthy will enter into the New Jerusalem. Alright, so I have delivered the teaching for today. I've delivered the message to everyone who was on the live and those who newly joined in the live. Shalom to you, Commander Syke, all the way from Oklahoma in the Philippines. Shalom, shalom, shalom to the Army of Elohim in the Oklahoma, aka Philippine of the Oklahoma, Philippine. Alright, so shalom to all my brothers and sisters in Elohim, and we have come to the end of today's live as well. Alright, so I will, not only all I have other teaching to do, yes, I have other teaching to do, which will be happening soon. Alright, so thank you all for listening to this live. Thank you all for being on the live, and shalom and much love to all my brothers and sisters in Elohim, all those that are in Elohim. Shalom to you, and look out for the other teaching, which will be a little more in depth.
yeah. She beat me up, then beat me down. Oh, let's get closer. A love like yours is rare. Yes, the feeling I have won't die, yeah. So bye-bye love, so bye-bye happiness. Hello, loneliness. My lady, stay close to me. My lady, stay close to me. Cause if you leave me, my whole life will be in misery. Yes, if you leave me, my whole life will be in misery. Because your love is my love, and my love is your love. Your friend is my friend, and my friend is your friend. So the more we are together, the more we are together, the happier we shall be. Wake up, little Susie, wake up, whoa yeah. Wake up, little Susie, wake up, whoa yeah. My lady, stay close to me. My lady, stay close to me. Cause the more I give to you, girl, the more you give to me. Please never leave me, my whole life will be in a misery. Please never leave me, my whole life will be in a misery. Girl, you are my type. Girl, you are so nice, boy. So wake up, little Susie, wake up, oh yeah. Wake up, little Susie, wake up, oh yeah.
Baby, let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
Away from Eve. Don't be confused, no. Away is clean. And if you want it, you've got it forever. It's not a one-night stand. Let the music blow your mind and soul. Girl, just seeking you will find. You're gonna fly away. Let it be my way. I love is when we're cruising together. I am the greatest girl of Africa in Jamaica. Any girl me love me, say me love them proper. Jumma, greatest girl of Africa in Jamaica. Any girl me love me, say me love them proper. Follow, give me love, wow, me love her. Give me love, me chang lover. Give me love, wow, me love her. Give me lover, me chang lover. Rub me from me back and up me from me shoulder. And say that I'm the lizard than the A1 lover. And when it come to loving me, no love it just stop. Me brain just a travel like a computer. Me move just a move like a millimeter. Say me and Malcolm, we aspiring father. Come, let the music blow your mind. Girl, just seeking you will find.
I can't believe that you would walk away from me. Left me standing here so all alone. I've been sitting here waiting for you, girl. Waiting for you to come home. Oh, girl. I believe that you got me looking up to you. And I love you this time. I believe that you got me looking up to you. Oh, baby, my love is strong than you. I love you my whole life through. Give me some good reason. Give me that reason. I love you for a reason. I believe that you got me looking up to you. And I love you this time. I believe that you got me looking up to you. Memories in my mind keep haunting me sometime. Whenever I think of you.
Don't throw it all away, our love, our love. Don't throw it all away, our love. Don't throw it all away, our love, our love. Don't throw it all away, our love. No, throw it all away, our love, our love. Don't throw it all away, our love. Don't throw it all away, our love, our love. Don't throw it all away, our love. Baby, I don't wanna know the reason why. Lately you don't talk to me, darling. I can't see me in your you live, but you're so far away. It's losing you, I can't believe. To watch you leave and let this feeling die. And I don't want this love to die. So don't throw it all away, I love, my love. Don't throw it all away, I love. Don't throw it all away, I love, my love. Don't throw it all away, I love. Don't throw it all away, I love, my love. Don't throw it all away, I love. Don't throw it away. We can take the darkness, let it fall through light. Let your love flow back to me. I can't believe I let this feeling die. Don't you let it die. This happy room would be a lonely, lonely place. A lonely place if you would go. You'll say you'll stay and let it grow. I want this love to grow. So don't throw it all away, I love, my love. Don't throw it all away, I love. Don't throw it all away, I love, my love. Don't throw it all away, I love. Don't throw it all away, I love, my love. Don't throw it all away, I love. Don't throw it all away, I love, my love. Don't throw it all away.
You were on the 16, baby. But I love you so. Then you were too young to fall in love, and I was too young to know. But you're a big girl now. No more daddies, little girl. You're a big girl now. You're no more daddies, little girl. No more hiding from your mama. No more hiding from your papa. No more sneaking around the corner. Big girl now. You're no more daddy's little girl. You're a big girl now. You're no more daddy's little girl.
When you want all the love you deserve, DJ Easy run the show, and the heat is on your mind. Don't you even think about it? I'll be there just to wrap around you. I can't hold back what I feel inside. It's just a fact that you should be mine. Anything you want, you got to fortify my love and fortify me. You should be mine. Anything you want, you got to fortify my love and fortify me. Say you won't, won't, won't. Say you won't, won't, won't. Say you won't, won't, won't. Should be mine, all mine. Say you won't, won't, won't. Say you won't, 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 won't. Say you won't, won't, won't. Should be mine.
Let's give it a try. Oh no. We'll be together by and by. Believe me. Wipe the tears from your eyes, girl. Hush, darling, don't cry. Lord, I know you don't have me to say it. But you're so afraid, yeah. I know you wanna give us not trying. But you're a little bit too shy. Lord, let's give it a try. We'll be together by and by. Believe me. Wipe the tears from your eyes, girl. Now listen. Hush, darling, don't cry. I know this is getting wrong, something wrong, and it's a good thing that I came along. The heartache I know you can't forget, girl. But your love actually was red. So let's give it a try. We'll be together by and by. Have another child who never had a home. Have another girl who walks the street alone. Heaven never roses if the bombs begin to fall. Heaven help us all. Heaven never black man if he struggles one more day. Heaven never white man if he turns his back away. Heaven never man who gets the man who has to crawl. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us, Lord, here I call. When we fall, heaven never boy won't reach 21. Heaven never man who gave that boy a gun. Heaven never people with their backs against the wall. Heaven help us all. Now lay me down before I go to sleep. In this troubled world, I pray the Lord to keep hatred from the mighty and the mighty from the small. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us. I'm in a sad mood tonight. Don't you know I'm in a sad mood? I'm in a sad mood tonight. My baby has gone away and left me. My baby has gone. So I'm in a sad mood tonight. Don't you know I'm in a sad mood? I'm in a sad mood tonight. My baby has gone away and left me. My baby has gone. I don't know why she left me. I don't know where she's gone. All I know is she packed her things and walked out the door. My baby has gone away and left me. My baby has gone. And oh yes, and oh yes. I don't know why she left me. I don't know where she's gone. Slip on your red dress and step in your high heels and some of that sweet perfume. It sure smells good on you. Slide on your lipstick, let your hair down. 'Cause baby, when you get through, I'm gonna show you the night will be a special night. Don't matter where we go, 'cause I'm so proud to be with you. I just wanna let you know I've got to sing my, 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 my. You sure look good tonight, and you're so damn fine. I've got to sing my, 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 my. You sure look good tonight. After all this time, slip on your nightgown and step in my bedroom. Guess we're gonna take some time. I just wanna look at you. Girl, you are so fine. I can't believe in my eyes. What I wanna do, I wanna make love to you. Tonight will be a special night, and many more to come. And I'm so proud to be with you. So proud to share your love. My mind, my mind, my mind, my mind. Step on your red dress, step in your high heels, and some of that sweet perfume. It sure smells good on you. Slide on your lipstick, let your hair down. 'Cause baby, when you get through, I'm gonna show you. Tonight will be a special night, and many more to come. 'Cause I'm so proud to be with you. I just wanna let you know I've got to sing my, 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 my.
Boys, you make it hot, man. But I gotta keep on grooving, y'all. Grooving, grooving. Keep it grooving, 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 grooving. Grooving till I die. Yes, 'cause I'm just grooving, grooving. You keep me grooving. grooving, 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 grooving till I die. Lord, if you ask me where I'm going, going, I could not tell you why. But there's some guys who think I'm crazy, 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 but they don't really know, Lord, that I'm just grooving, grooving. I'm just grooving, grooving. Yes, I say, grooving till I die. Balang, balang, balang. Why you tell me the truth, no bother? Tell me no lie. Tell me the truth, no bother. Tell me no lie. First time we used to wear with jacket and tie. Now you never dress if you not have on a tie. Spitting out the sky, it will fall in your eye because wet up and step up and step up. You grooving, grooving. Keep me grooving, darling, darling, baby. Grooving till I die, Lord. And there's a river, river, river flowing downstream. Yes, I see it in my dream. But if you ask me where I'm going, I could not tell you a lie. Down in Jamaica, I'm just grooving, grooving. Keep me grooving, baby, 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 baby. Grooving till I die. I get my kicks from the golden sunshine, sunshine, yeah. And even Dunn's River fall, yes. And if you ask me why, if I am crazy, 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 I could not tell you a lie. I would say that I'm just grooving, grooving. Keep me grooving, 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 grooving till I die, Lord. I want you tell me the truth, no bother, tell me no lie. Tell me the truth, no bother, tell me no lie. Cause the Josie wheel there on the mic, we have to ram dance.
Whole time something come back again. Go round the bend, me say go tell your friend. When me check it out loud, no way no better by yard. Dreadlocks, when me check it out loud, no way no better by yard. But the Bible because up in the hills and when the streams so cool, the jungle and the mullet ducks are swimming at the pool. 3 sheep, goat and 2 black ram. Here cause of banana, here cause of yam. When me check it out loud, no way no better by yard. But the Bible, when me check it out loud, no way no better by yard. Dreadlocks, come in the light, come in the light, come in the light. Walk on the light, come in the light, come in the light. Yes, in the light where you're going down to South Africa. This one straight to President Boda. I don't know, make him know I'm free up on the law. The black people can't take it no longer. That's why I'm a run left Jamaica. Captain the same thing, it couldn't go on ya. When me check it out loud, no way no better than ya. From in my head, me check it out loud, no way no better than ya. Come again, up in the millions and when the streams are cool. The jungle and the mullet does are swimming on the pool. 3 sheep, goat and 2 black ram. Here cause of banana, here cause of yam. When me check it out loud, no way no better than ya. Dreadlocks, when me check it out loud, no way no better than ya.
Communicate, hear me now. I'm not going to a circus, I'm not going to a fair. Even the stage so man, the dance and something will be there. To keep you, so type of lyrics that girls want to hear. Girl picking in them boom up like a new bear. Woman a wine on the bottom, woman a wine on the top. Woman a jump up, woman a jump up, woman a nose and that she hot. And the reason when she hot, she don't hear. Borrow from kiss it, oh in a borrow from come Senior Rita, remember that one time again. Come back into modern days. Communicate, hear me now. I'm not going to a circus, I'm not going to a fair. Even the stage so man, the dance and jump around, you will be there. To give you such type of lyrics that girls want to hear. Girl picking in them boom up like a new pair. Woman a wine on the bottom, woman a wine on the top. Woman a jump up, woman a jump up, woman a nose and she hot. And the reason when she hot, she don't hear. Borrow from kiss it, oh in the borrow from come we country back. Jump around, sing on the place. Get up, stand up and rock, into man, give my chat. Get up, stand up and rock, turn the toes in the place. Get up, stand up and rock, tell them tongue and bring the agony. Get up, stand up and rock, that's why people love the like it. Get up, stand up and rock, if it's music that they want to get it. Right round the come now. Music for white and music for black. Man in a pants and shirt and no man it's up in a frock. From them ear lyrics, them must have to rock. Choosing wheeling on the place. Get up, stand up and rock. Shamba rank in a track. Get up, stand up and rock. And we know half the idiot. Get up, stand up and rock. Tell them we are both stack. Get up, stand up and rock. But tell them I'm me, tell them I'm me, tell them I'm me name Shamba. Tell them I'm me, no, tell them I'm me, no, tell them I'm me name Shamba. Who a personality and character. Defending a career in a Jamaica. Come, Christian, there is a full the pastor. Dance all and balance so entertainer. You know what I teach it? Give them a singer. Put the melody who is hot like her. And the one and just so is the girls and chiller. Come around sing on the place.